employees. I'm going to the platform. I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. All employees. All employees. Repeat, all employees. All employees. Repeat, I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. All employees.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Howdy, hold on. I am ready today. Believe it or not, I don't know how, but we're here. Yo, what's up, everybody? Good to see you guys. Happy Tuesday. Cass goes to raves on the weekend. You can't fool me. Oh my god. Imagine me at a rave, Jesus. That would be I would look mad retarded. I would look so out of place. Yo, what's up, Philip, Leo, Caramel Beast? Good to see you guys. Yo, shout out to Hypno for the raise. Thank you so much, my guy. Let me see if I could pull up his live stream. I saw that. I was like, fucking, I was lurk watching him play Dying Like the Beast, so that was cool. But it's good to see you guys, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up. But if you can, guys, I really would appreciate if you'd hit the like button. Share out the stream. All that stuff helps more than you think. You guys have all the power here, so I appreciate all love and support y'all give. But check out Hypnotic's channel. Appreciate the raid, good brother. Let me say hi to everyone in the chat. We got Benji, we got Smash JT. What's up? For me, it was Tuesday. Yo, that movie is ass, but that line hit. RJ, what's up? Spec, good to see you. Blazing Silver, Hani, Mechanical Mac, good to see you. We got my man Adam in the building. Radio Chimp. Oh my gosh, it looks like so you know how like YouTube has been picking and choosing whether to use like the @ handles or your actual names. It looks like actual @ handles. No, names today. Yeah, it's actual names today. So that's pretty cool. Devastator, good to see you, my man. Nissan, good to see you. Omega. My man Nick in the building. Yo, shout out to Devastator. He's been a member for 20 months. Dude, I appreciate you so much, my guy. Holy shit. 20 months is no small feat. That's crazy, bro. You've been dealing with my bullshit for 20 months. Cass is a gooner, so I've been told. Black Cobra, my man. Good to see you. Lord Snuggy Christ. What's up, y'all? Butch, what's good, brother? Guys, if you can, hit the like button, share out the stream. All that stuff helps. We are live on YouTube, Kick, and Rumble, so take your pick on where you'd like to watch the stream. Makes no difference to me. Just love having here nonetheless. And we got some things to go over today. There's YouTube lag? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, brother. Thankfully, everything's good on my end. Yo, shout out to my man Adam, who's been a member for 17 months. Holy shit, bro. Appreciate you, my guy. Leo holding it down over on Kick. Appreciate you, my guy. Hope you've been having a good day. Gabriel, what's up? Lobo, what's good with you? I'm happy to see my boys out here, right? Playing games that I fuck with heavy, okay? We got Smash J2's been playing Robogoon, all right, RoboCop, Rogue City, and he's been digging that shit. We got Hypnotic over here playing Dying Light the Beast. All good shit, man. Drewski, what's up? It's been fun on my end. That's what's up. That's what I love to hear, my guy. Yo, shout out to Philip. Has been a member for 21 months. Thank you so much. He said, gooning, with the peaches out, with the cheeks out. Radio Chip has been a member for 8 months. Guys, round of applause for all y'all, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all, man. Robocock for the win, absolutely. Omega for the 7 months. Says a monthly request for Cassie, an address complete. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, guys, take advantage of your channel memberships in any way, shape, or form. If it be with just a shout out or join the Discord server, all that stuff, man. Close at getting Ned Flander. Been playing Cyberpunk 2077. Nice. Battlefield 6. Cool. Hell yeah. Been playing Arc Raiders. Can't stop playing it.
Cass, I love you. BUTCH, hold it down.
Hey, love you too, Lobo man. Appreciate you pulling everybody. Thank you so much for the 2. It does mean a lot, guys. I appreciate all the love and support. But we got some things to get into today. We got some things to get into today, brother. Yo, shout out to Blue Octopus. Been a member for 3 months. It says Murray Christmas. Thank you so much, good brother. I appreciate it. Been playing Red Dead 2. I see y'all. Been playing a bit of Gmod. I need to play more Brotato. Dude, I've been into Brotato heavy lately. Oh my god, it is just like the game that keeps on giving. It is the gift that I keep on giving to so many people. Oh my god. I've given Brotato away to like dozens of people at this point. No regrets. Yo, Wolf, what's up, brother? Thank you so much for the 7 months. You know, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, check Discord real quick. I got you, dog. Oh, no. Cobra, I can't even show that. Because it's you know, a terrible depiction. But Black Cobra said, point of view, me when I found out that Black Ops 7 campaign is a sequel to Black Ops 2 campaign. And let's just say he chose the coward's way out. Best way to put it. I can't even show that depiction live on stream, my god. Black Ops 7 got nominated. It was a joke. Oh, we're gonna go into that. Because to be honest with you guys, other than knowing that Claire Obscure Expedition 33 swept nominations, I don't really know what else has been going on. Yo, shout out to my man Hypnotic, who's been a member for 16 months. Says 16 months of the best channel for Pepsi advocacy. Oh my fucking god, bro. You did this, motherfucker. You did this shit. Now I gotta deal with this. Everyone's saying I'm a Pepsi queen and making all these stupid AI videos of me in Pepsi dresses, man. I can't take it no more. I'm over it. Yo, my man C-Star in the building. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Says, I'm currently enjoying my day off before I have to work at Amazon tomorrow, packing boxes. I will be playing some Warframe after dinner with my family. That sounds wonderful, C-Star. Enjoy your day off. I know you've been working hard, bro, at the new job, and I'm happy for you, my guy. Get your rest in because, you know, I'm sure you're busy and you definitely need some rest, especially that first week. The first week of working at a new job and you're not, like, sitting all day. You got to be moving around and stuff. Oh, my God. That's always the worst, right? It always be fucking, But get your rest in, good brother. I know that you need it. Alright, so we got some things to go into. Tiger, what's good? Lord Dragneel, good to see you. We got 94 homies in chat. Hold the fuck up, brother. That's crazy. Thank you guys for all showing up and hanging out with me, man. Let me make sure we're live on these platforms. I'm claiming that we're live in. Holy shit. Let me not be a fraud. All right, yes, we are live on Rumble. We are live on Kick. We ready to go, baby. We got some things to go into. I need to check out these Game Award nominations because I'm trying to see what's up. I'm definitely trying to see what's up. What's the deal? What's the word? Is the Game Awards as retarded as it always has been, or is there redemption here? I doubt it, right? But we'll see what happens, right? Down with the syndrome. Casualties, my man. Says everyone hit the goon button. Appreciate you, brother. Check your DMs. All right. Oh my god. That's crazy. Motherfuckers making jokes like that. That's crazy. What the fuck? Alright, I'm gonna leave that alone. Yo, Spectre, what's good, my man? Aaron, good to see you. Xbox, we are releasing a PC hybrid. Steam, think fast, knucklefuck. Chucklefuck, oops. Knucklefuck kind of sounds hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I still haven't drank much of my coffee yet, so I still can't talk. Yo, Slay, what's up? Black Ops 7, you mean G.I. Jody? Oh man, dude, I don't even know what to make of that shit. That game looks so retarded. Oh my god. All right, let me get at this. All right, we gotta go into the Game Awards because I'm curious to see. We got to know the deals. Let's switch it up. Main screen. All right. All right, so we got the Game Awards 2025 nominees revealed. I don't know what to expect from this. I swear Jeff is ready for the Special Olympics, yo. You'd probably be more successful. I mean, what? I'm going to be streaming my Game Award picks tonight, so that's what's up. Hell yeah, do your thing, brother. Fatal Phantom, what's good with you?
I'm hoping the leak that Half-Life 3 releases next year. That means we get Half-Life before GTA.
Yo, Lockwire, that would be so funny. That would be like the most like craziest like, huh? I think I've ever heard. Thank you so much for the 5, good brother. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what's up. Oh my god, this fake ass epic music.
Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Keighley, and the Game Awards season is officially here. Leading up to our live show streaming everywhere on Thursday, December 11th. Welcome to our 20.
It's so annoying that the Game Awards is always on Thursdays. So that means, all right. So I might as well just say this now. Announcement for what streaming is going to be happening when Thanksgiving Day, obviously Thursday. We're moving the stream to Friday instead of Thursday nights 8 p.m. EST. So it'll be like Friday. I might do it a little earlier than usual, but I'll put up the live stream the day before so you'll know what time it is. But yeah, obviously Thanksgiving Day I'm not going to stream. I want you guys to be, especially if you're in America, obviously, but I want you guys to be with your families or doing whatever you do on Thanksgiving. And then obviously for the Game Awards, I'll be doing like a live reaction to the Game Awards on Thursday, and we'll probably do Twilight Zone of Gaming on Friday. So those specific Thursdays for Twilight Zone of Gaming, we're just going to move the Twilight Zone of Gaming to Friday. Well, I'm going to see it IRL live, so I won't be able to stream it. Okay, Spec, I see you good, brother. Thursday Game Awards. So, family's not, Phantom, I understand. Thanksgiving, it's just Thursday to me. I'll watch AEW.
25
I understand you, brother.
Announcement
Goon on Goons Giving. Facts,
Dragooner. To celebrate
Chocolate was good, bro.
The absolute best in video games. And of course, also get a look at what's next from our industry's most talented creators. This year, there have been so many incredible games created and updated, but only a handful have the honor of being selected as nominees for the Game Awards by our global voting jury. Who's in the running?
A bunch of retards.
You're about to find out. As
a
we
bunch of
reveal
idiots.
This year's nominees across
our global. All right, dude, these people don't fucking care about gaming. Don't see it from our perspective. They prove that every year. I can't wait to see exactly how they're gonna prove it this year. It never fails though.
Across all the
My
categories.
Pepsi Queen.
Oh my GDR, you gonna come in here antagonizing off rip, brother? I see how it is, dog. Thank you so much for the 2. Hope you're doing well.
And you can help select the winners by voting at thegameawards.com. All right, should we do it? Here's the first category. For Best Performance, the nominees are Ben Starr for Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Charlie Cox for Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Erika Ishii for Ghost of Yote.
Yeah, I bet she'll win too. Wait, is this entire category? Hold on. Don't tell me this entire category is full of Expedition 33 people and then Erika Ishii. Hold up.
Jennifer English for Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Konatsu Kato for Silent Hill F, and Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Bro, I thought it was gonna be all of like the Expedition 33 voice acting and then Erika Ishii. And then Erika Ishii would definitely win. I feel like no matter what, it doesn't matter. And mind you, I still haven't played Expedition 33 yet. I'm planning to either play it at the end of this year or early next year. I need to play it at a time where I just don't have other games on my plate. That's really my struggle with the game. But if I can't tell you who's better or not, but I feel like genuinely like Erika Ishii has to win something. They would give it to her just because of like, just social realities that be. I don't even think it would matter who's genuinely better. Or maybe she is genuinely better, but somehow I doubt that. From everything I've heard from the Ghost of Yote, it doesn't feel like it hits an emotional level or a convincing level, at least for among some people, right? But I feel like no matter what, she'd probably just win. That's what I feel. And it isn't even about just wokeism or whatever have you. It's politics. Like, there is no genuine award show that awards, like, genuine artistry or good deeds or good, like, you actually being the best at what you do objectively. It's all politics. It's all a bunch of bullshit that happens behind the scenes. Specs says, I think Charlie Cox has this, in my opinion. I mean, that'd be cool. You know, Troy Baker is better in Death Stranding 2. That's interesting. I think Sir Duck says, I think Troy Baker should win. He sounded really close to Harrison Ford. And I think it's a struggle when you're dealing with like a game where not only do you have to convincingly sound like the original actor, but also to give a overall convincing performance. I think that there's definitely a struggle with that. I don't know if he gave like an emotional or depthful performance, but a lot of people did say that, oh, he kind of does sound like, you know, Harrison Ford, which you know, that takes skill in its own right, in all fairness. Yo, Tampa Bay, what's good, my man? The Game Awards are always bought. Remember when The Last of Us 2 damn near swept everything? Yo, for real, bro. That was a game that was, that's what made everyone like feel like the cat's out the bag. Ghost of Yote ain't winning anything, bro. I meant to post something. Hold on. I actually had it. Hold on. I have to post some fuckery because I actually had it pre-made. I just had the pre-made salt tweet and I just didn't post it. But I'm gonna post it now on Twitter, just to see what the replies is gonna be. Well, maybe check the replies later on. But when I'm at work, I get down to no good. Let's just put it that way. But I seen people are starting to say. So you have to understand that there's people that are just always going to defend the industry at any point because they're industry meat glazers. But then watching them debate on which garbage industry defended slop is better than the other industry defended slop that they chose to defend, that is a hilarious conversation in its own right. Because now I'm seeing people that after defending Ghost of Yote so strongly, adherently, now be like, well, you know, I'm just gonna say it like this is a hot take, but Assassin's Creed was better. Motherfuckers is saying Assassin's Creed Shadows is better. Now I know Ghost of Yote is ass. If motherfuckers that defended this game so strongly think that somehow Assassin's Creed Shadows is a better video game, I know this game is ass. I know I didn't miss out on anything. Thank you for making it easy for me to know that. Crazy, bro. Yo, Dan, what's good, my man? Power Yakuza voice actors, all of this. Alucard said, to be specific, if Troy Baker is going to be here, it should be for Death Stranding 2. His performance in that game is far better than in Indiana Jones. You know, it's crazy because I just don't really care about Indiana Jones or Death Stranding 2. And to the point where I didn't really go out. I watched some players play Indiana Jones because I was kind of curious, even though I know it's a game I didn't like. That just wasn't for me. I just wanted to see people get punched in the face more than anything else. I thought that was cool, but yeah, I didn't even bother to look at Death Stranding 2 stuff other than like the very basics. So I can't even compare, contrast. Not sure. I must promise you, Yote is better than AC Shadows. Yo, just casualties, just watching people debate in itself, it says everything that I need to know personally. Everything. I'll still have to check it out for myself, to be fair. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, that's why I'm not going to go out my way to, you know, pretend that I know things that I don't know, right? Just you fucking wait and see what happens to AC Shadows and a nomination. You'll cry laughing. Oh, shit.
For Best Ongoing Game, the nominees are Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers
Fortnite,
2,
baby.
Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky.
Fortnite should win this category every year. That's my hot take. Cassie exposed. Oh shit, wrong one. Cassie exposed. Cassie exposed.
Exposed.
Fortnite should win this category every fucking year, bro.
Yeah.
No fucks given, brother. No fucks given, my guy. Marvel Rivals, no contest. No, Fortnite is the king. The fucking king, my guy.
Did anyone ask for more samurai slop anyway?
You know, Black Metal Gamer, I noticed that some people feel this way, like, oh man, you know, fuck this samurai shit. There's too much samurai shit now. Bro, up until Ghost of Tsushima, how much samurai shit was there? You have to go back to the PS2 era, you know what I mean? So, I don't think that we're dealing with too much samurai slop. It's just that, it's just that there is a lot of mid-ass samurai slop. Whereas, you know, back PS2 era, there was more like quality shit out there. In my opinion. Epic Games is automatic fail. Aw, man, bruh. Oh man, bro. I stand by Fortnite, brother. Fortnite is the GOAT. All of them are good choices. Yeah. I mean, look. Games that stand the test of time, I think that says a lot in itself, right? Especially in this day and age where there's literally dozens of games that come out every fucking day. The fact that they have stood the test of time and they've made it to this list, I think is a testament to these games altogether. Not to take anything away from them. But thank you so much for the 2 Black Metal Gamer. I appreciate you, brother.
For best
Never enough
mobile
samurai
game,
shit. I agree. It just
nominees
needs to be better
Destiny
samurai shit.
Rising, Persona 5, The Phantom
Alright,
X.
who gives a fuck?
Sonic-
Anyway.
This year's
We don't acknowledge mobile gaming here. Kiss my fucking ass. What the fuck?
nominees for best art direction are Claire Obscure, Expedition 33,
Fire.
Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades
Oh,
2,
cool.
and Hollow Knight Silk Song. For best score,
Bro, all the games are either games that I was like, I can wait to play these later. Or I don't care. Dude, my game of the year is RoboCop Unfinished Business, my guy. 100%. That's my love, that's my passion. Fortnite is an epic I'm good on. It is an epic, Trunks. W for Trunks in the chat. What's good, bro? Appreciate you pulling up. But you said mobile, Alucard. I'm good, brother. You said mobile. I'm good. I still gotta play the RoboCop DLC. Tampa Bay is on point. If you felt like the first game was maybe a little bit long-winded because you're in the city, you know, I didn't personally feel that way. I was jiving with it the whole way through, but I could see why people felt that way a little bit since RoboCop is a little bit slow and you know, the city's kind of big to move around in. But I think that Unfinished Business did a good job of just area design to fit RoboCop pretty much perfectly. A Rival Valkyrie was good. Been a member for 2 months. Appreciate you. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it leaves you and never comes back. Hail to Cass from another tomboy. Fire. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I always appreciate you being here. The Goatee is Schedule 1. Yo, Schedule 1 is heat, Volk.
score and music leveled up by Spotify. The nominees are
shit.
Christopher Larkin.
Bro, they have to put in. They gotta put in sponsors in the nominations.
Claire
Best art direction is
Obscure,
crazy though. Hold on, I want to see this again.
Expedition 2, On the Beach,
Death Stranding
Ghost of
2,
Yote,
Ghost of Yote, Hades 2. Yo, Hades 2 is a pretty game.
and Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Also, Hollow Knight. So I think that this is a very competitive space. Ghost of Yote. I don't know why you're here, but I guess I'm gonna be kind of biased in a way. I don't know. I just feel like maybe Ghost of Yote and Hades and Silk Song are a little redundant, and I think that's a fair to assess too. Even though I think, some of them are beautiful on the list. But I'm just gonna hate on Yote a little bit. Mostly it's gonna get someone mad, so all the more reason to do it.
For best score in
Expedition
music,
33, sweet.
leveled up by Spot.
Honestly, Expedition 33 is the most unique and new artistic experience at least from a visual perspective, right? So I feel like that one definitely deserves to win more than probably anything else on the list. Expedition 33 got so many nominations, yeah.
Spotify. The nominees are.
I think Expedition 33 deserves to win more than most of these games because it is a new IP. It is a new visual experience. It's a new artistic experience. I feel like new IPs that are genuinely standouts should get the benefit of the doubt. More than most other games, especially if they're sequels. Yo, Chocolate. Appreciate you hanging out, brother. Get some rest. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Tarnish, what's up? Golden Apples.
Larkin for Hollow Knight Silk Song. Darren Korb for Hades 2. Lorian Testar for Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Toma Otoa for Ghost of Yote. And Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell for Death Stranding 2 On the Beach. The best audio design nominees are Battlefield 6. Claire Obscure.
Yo, Battlefield 6 audio design is pretty solid. And I'm deaf. So the fact that I can do directional hearing pretty well in a game goes to show that it's actually done not too bad. Not literally deaf, but a little bit deaf.
Obscure Expedition 33. Death Stranding 2 On the Beach. Ghost of Yote. And Silent Hill F. Best Adaptation was added to the Game Awards in 2022 to recognize an outstanding show, movie, or other creative work.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Why are we doing this? It's gonna be an entertaining year, right? Yote is that guy who just went up a tier in ranked just to get dropped in a lobby with motherfuckers on the verge of the next tier. Yeah. I don't want to see adaptions. Yo, Fishman Height was good. If Death Stranding doesn't win an award, Kojima will break up with Keeley. You funny for that.
Inspired by and based on an established video game world. Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation. A Minecraft movie.
Oh my god, bro. The most garbage of garbage. Here, Best Adaptation is where the most mediocre of dog shit gets nominated.
May Cry. Splinter Cell Deathwatch.
When did a Splinter Cell... Is that a show? When did a Splinter Cell show ever come out?
The Last of Us Season 2.
Dog shit.
And Until Dawn.
You should just get rid of this genre. Get rid of Best Adaptation. What are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? Everything on this list is legitimate dog shit. It would be disrespectful to the term mid, an overused term. It would be genuinely disrespectful to the term mid to call any of this mid. It's just all shit. This is a waste of everyone's time, major studios and corporations' money. It is just awful. No Sonic 3.
They intentionally screwed Sonic 3.
That's crazy. Wait, Sonic 3 came out early this year? Or, no, was it last year? A lot of this stuff came out last year, and they don't have Sonic 3 Yeah, that's crazy. Literally, Sonic 3 is the only redeeming thing on this list. And they didn't even bother to add it to the fucking list. Like, Sonic 3 is actually a good movie. I think Sonic 3 is the best Sonic movie they've done so far, personally. I mean, Emerald, a lot of this stuff also came out last year, too. All of those was from this year. Until Dawn came out this year? I thought it was last year. Yeah, usually December releases fall into the following year. Unless it's like really, really early in December. Everything on this list is legitimate dog shit. This list should not even exist. It's a waste of everyone's time. Hold on 1 second, phone call. My bad, y'all. Until Dawn. Screw Until Dawn. They should have been Twisted Metal nomination. Why did Twisted Metal come out? Literal Sonic 3 script, a literal gold to get Jim Carrey back, and they didn't even nominate it. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's the Game Awards, and we're not even showing games. We're showing movies and TV shows. Fucking dog shit.
For Best Narrative, the outstanding nominees are Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F. Best Community Support celebrates game developers.
Bruh, from everything I've heard about Silent Hill F, I've heard it's just okay at best. Kind of mid. Cassie, fix your hat, or stop giving the chat the side eye. It makes it look like your eyes are fucked up. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Who continually and transparently engage, support, and respond to their players. This year's nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy.
Didn't Baldur's Gate 3 add pronouns to the fucking game? Is that the type of community support they're trying to go out of their way to reward? Fuck them peeps you heard from. Silent Hill F is good. People are mixed on Silent Hill F. Yeah, some people, like, I definitely do hear a bit of a mixed opinion. Some people like it, and then some people are like, the remake was better. Like, huh? I thought remake was kind of mid. What the hell happened? Some think it's not the same as the other games. Yo, Man was good, really. It had pronouns when it released. Apparently, they rehired voice actors to add more pronoun shit to the game. I'm confused. What did
their players. This year's nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2,
baby.
and No Man's Sky.
I wonder what did No Man's Sky do this year that was like a major thing? I mean, Helldivers 2 was falling off a bit, and they resurrected that bitch with an update. So shout out to them when they brought it out on Xbox. I mean, should best community support hot question. Forget take the question. Should best community support be mostly rewarded to companies that make their games put their games on more platforms? If you put your game on a new platform, that should probably be the most congratulated thing. That might sound a little crazy, but I might be onto something, brother. I think that's one of the most commendable things. You're making your game more accessible to more players. I think that's some of the best community support that exists in modern day. Hypnotic says it's always those same games that get nominated for community support. It's never any other game. Same games as last year. I mean, Fortnite deservingly so. I mean, what? No, that is very true, though. That is very true. We need more games exposing boobies. Anyone who thinks Silent Hill is woke didn't play the game. I I didn't really hear people say that the game is woke. I mean, I did hear some people say that, but I do agree they probably didn't play the game. There was some general concern because of the time period and generally some general feminist like direction. But all the general feminist direction that I did see about the game seemed to be within reason. For another win award. Who are they going to nominate Fallout 4? Oh, shit.
Your nominees.
Are we
for
doing
game-
funnies later? We're going to try to get to funnies. I'm going to see what happens. I intend to get to funnies. Whether it'll happen or not, I can't really say. Our group will disagree with that very hard cast. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm only judging from what I'm getting from the community. Unless you're referring to my take on best community support being porting more games to new platforms, then I 100% stand by it. And whoever gets butthurt, I mean, fuck them. We're really rocking the cradle with Fortnite, huh? I mean, I like Fortnite. It's an anti-male allegory. It's like Steam. Everybody else just sucks.
Games for Impact
Damn.
are Consume Me,
Fuck the
Despelote,
ponies.
Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight.
Oh, is this? Oh shit,
Hey,
no.
everybody.
Oops. Where are we at here? I pressed the wrong button. Games for Impact.
Your nominee.
All right, so they have an entire category for woke retarded shit. They put it under Games for Impact. Yo, no wonder why my finger was like, please skip, and I pressed the wrong button and moved to a different video. Holy fuck. So far, don't care. Games for woke pack. Oh man.
Nominees for Games
Yeah,
for
like,
Impact
bro, I
are
started seeing some of these games, and I'm like, I don't even need to know anything about these games to know that they're fucking retarded.
Consume Me,
What kind of game is called Consume Me?
Despelote, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, and Wonderstop.
This is where the pure mediocrity and just outright shit comes to get rewarded. South of Midnight all the way for me. I mean, shout out to you, brother.
In the category of Best
I just think that the award itself is dog shit, but I digress.
Multiplayer, the nominees are Arc Raiders,
Fire.
Battlefield 6,
Fire.
Elden Ring Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction.
I've heard really good things about Peak, but I never actually got the opportunity to play. I also heard really good things about Split Fiction. To be honest with you, I'm surprised Split Fiction did not get nominated. People were loving that game, like for Game of the Year. A lot of people were thinking Split Fiction was gonna be a game, Game of the Year nominee. South of Midnight's not that woke. I played South of Midnight. How is that woke? I couldn't tell you for sure. It's just the intention of the award itself. The category is fucking retarded. So maybe South of Midnight doesn't even belong on the list.
Best Independent Game celebrates games with a high degree of risk tolerance, produced outside.
Wait, is Jeff Keighley acknowledging that skin color deserves awards? What impact did South of Midnight have? Are we still on the skin color important for my representation in video games? Are we still on that, or did we finally move past that? Because other than that, what impact are we talking about? Because what I've heard, it was just a mediocre to okay, like, platformer type of video game. South of Midnight represented grief. I mean, so does most of Sony slop. I think Expedition 33 goes into that.
By the traditional publisher system. Those nominees are Absolem, Ball Pit, Blueprints, Claire Obscure Expedition 33,
Fire.
Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong.
Not a bad list. I feel like Bollocks Pit is just meh. Give me Mega Bonk. Absolem should just be called the Sweet Baby Ink Awards since they consulted on most of those games. Damn. Game Awards haven't moved past it yet. Yeah, like it's so trivial. The mental midget discussions that we have in entertainment is so pathetic. Like we can't actually have real discussions on true unique artistry or anything beyond that because we're still stuck on the most trivial dog shit. Blue balls, what? Yo, Mr. FU was good, bro.
Best debut indie game recognizes a
Oh,
development
Mick
team
Gordon's
that
on
hasn't
that
won a
joint?
Game Award before. In fact, these teams published their first game this year. The nominees are Blueprints, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Despilote, Dispatch, and Megabonk.
Yes! Mega Bonk is my crack addiction, my guy. Fucking fire. Okay, that's one of my games of the year, damn it. Fucking Mega Bonk. Mega Bonk, baby. I've heard a lot of good things about Dispatch, even though a game looks a type of way. Low-key, I'm gonna end up playing that shit. Yes, Bonks in the chat, baby. Mega Bonk pulled out of the category. Don't celebrate.
Arc Raiders should be Game of the Year.
How the fuck did Mega Bonk get pulled out of the category? What the fuck happened? How does that work? How did you're joking, right? Mega Bonk is not a debut title. Oh my fucking god.
This video's already outdated cause Jeff announced Megabonk got removed from Best Debut Indie Game debut because of the dev.
Dispatch doesn't belong either. Yo, that's crazy. Bro, how did they fuck this up? The dev declared it himself. Oh my god, bro. When the dev's got to do the homework for the fucking... Yeah, they totally botched that. So what game is replacing Megabonk? Dude, I was like, oh my god, my game...
Cass's reaction to pulling out his wild face with stuck-out tongue and winking eye.
I'm just outright depressed, Nissan. Thank you for the 2. Nocturnal Wolf, thank you so much for the 5. And thank you so much for providing the extra information. I appreciate it. And Real GGR, thank you so much for the 2. Arc Raiders should be Game of the Year. Some people do strongly feel that way. I'm not for nor against it. I think if it was there, I'd be okay with it. And if it wasn't there, I'm also okay with it. I don't really add much credence to multiplayer games, but Arc Raiders I think is a great game in its own right. So sad to see you cover this trash.
For Best VR AR Game, the
We're gonna
nominees
laugh
are
at this, my guy.
Alien Rogue Incursion, Ark Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR.
Megabonk should have been called Mega Impregnation, starring me as the protagonist against a harem of women.
Oh, fuck!
Thank you for the 2 GDR with the help. A harem? A harem is a type of anime that usually involves one dude surrounded by bitches for the entire series. Kick him out? Oh, man.
And the Midnight Walk.
I heard the Midnight Walk is
Content
fire.
Creator of the Year. The nominees are Pedro, Kai Sanai, Moist Critical,
Oh my
Sakura
God.
Miko, and The Burnt Peanut.
I
Part of the
sleep.
Game Awards is
I
looking forward
sleep.
to what's next, and don't worry, we'll have lots of games
Fluffy,
to announce for
good to
you
see
on
you, Fluffy.
December 11th. But what's the most anticipated upcoming game? Here are the nominees based on currently announced titles: 007 First Light, Grand
sleep.
Theft Auto 6,
I sleep.
Marvel's Wolverine,
I sleep.
Resident Evil
I
Requiem,
sleep.
and The Witcher 4.
Yo, son, I sleep. Dude, yo, next year is gonna be a shit year for me. Dude, what is there that I'm into? I don't know, bro. I think this is gonna be the weakest year for me ever when it comes to like new game releases. This is why I'm it's like a blessing and a curse because like, oh my god, backlog time. Like that's what I'm looking at 2026. It's like backlog time. But it also does suck because it's like, oh my god, all these new experiences don't feel like they were made for people like me. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, but I'm not very excited. They put GTA on the list.
The best action-adventure game nominees are Death Stranding 2 on
Half-Life
the Beach,
3.
Ghost of Yote, Hollow Knight Silksong,
Doubt it exists.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction. For best role-playing game, the jury selected
Now it's a lot of the same shit
Avowed,
over and over
Claire
again.
Obscure,
Huh? Well, huh? Avowed? Avowed is dog shit. Literal garbage. Like, what are we talking about? How the fuck does garbage constantly make it on the list in this fucking shit?
Still nothing about Elder Scrolls over Fable.
I mean, Fable at least has a chance of making it out. Who knows? Tainted Grail got stuff. Tainted Grail would have been more interested. Avowed is literal dog shit. Bro, Fatal Phantom, you're debating between two dog shit ass games.
Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds 2. In the category of Best Fighting Game,
Oh my god, it feels like it's gonna be like a petty W for what is it? Obsidian. It's like they have two noms in the same fucking. That's crazy. Avowed came out so late, like last year, that they had to push it into this year. When the fuck? Hold on. Let me verify.
A vomit.
When did Avowed come out? Did it come out this year or last year? It came out this year. Wow, that's insane. Never mind. Dude, I wanted to forget that game existed so bad. Oh my god. Avowed was February. That is insane. I wanted to like axe that game, wipe that game from my mind. All right, those are like 30 to 40 hours I will never fucking get back. Fucking cunser. Literal cunser. You mean tell me they know about the beginning? I couldn't believe it, bro. Holy shit. Expedition 33 is literally an RPG as not on this list because they want Obsidian to win something.
The nominees are 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
There are some categories that just shouldn't exist on certain years, depending on what comes out. Best fighting game category should not exist. Or it should just be rewarded to the one exception in a sea of shit. Like, it shouldn't even be there shouldn't even be nominations, right? It should just be one game that gets rewarded
In the
because
category
it's
of
the
Best
only
Fighting Game,
standout.
The nominees are 2XKO, Capcom
I don't know what that
Fighting
is.
Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy
Like, what? Why are we putting absolute? There should just be less. there should either just be an elimination of this category for this year, because clearly there's limited choices, or there should just be two options at most, depending on the situation. Because everything I'm seeing here is dog shit.
Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World.
Virtual Fighter 5 came out again. Like, how many more times is the same fucking game gonna come out?
World Stage. The nominees for Best Action Game are Battlefield 6.
Well, that's not true because they're not re-releases. King of Fighters isn't a re-release. I forget what else is on the list. This action game, Doom, Dark Ages.
Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
Shinobi is a pretty solid game.
Innovation and accessibility celebrates games that are
Decent
making our
action
industry
game list.
available and enjoyable to more people. The nominees for innovation and accessibility are
Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom the Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight.
What did he
Next
play
up,
themselves
Best
pretty
Family
much?
Game. The nominees are Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego
Okay.
Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart
fucking
World,
Lego games.
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds,
Ooh,
and
Sonic Racing,
Split
baby.
Fiction. The Best Sim Strategy Game nominees are The Alters, Final Fantasy Tactics, Evilise Chronicles,
Dude, I still have.
Jurassic World.
It's kind of crazy. I have so many games to play. I didn't even bother buying the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds game, even though I played the beta and loved the beta. I'm gonna end up getting it toward the end of this year. Watch. Dog shit choices. Yo, Brandon, appreciate the 19 months, bro. Gooning makes me feel good and fuck the Game Pass awards. I mean, we don't value it. We just make fun of it.
World Evolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, and
Sleep.
2 Point Museum.
This isn't my bag.
These games are nominated for Best Sports Racing Game.
Damn, I forgot 2 Point put out another one. Because I played 2 Point Hospital, 2 Point something after that. It wasn't Museum. They put out another 2 Point. And now it's 2 Point Museums. I think 2 Point University or something like that.
Game. EA Sports FC 26, F1 25, Mario Kart.
How do two of this?
EA Sports
FC.
FC 26, F1 25.
F1, FC, and what is FC? What's the difference? It's FIFA. Oh, I was ready to say, I was confused. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't play any of those games. So you could tell my confusion. Holy shit. F1 is the racing game, right? And then fucking FC is FIFA. That's crazy. Football club. Okay, that makes sense. I was confused. I'm like, huh? Yeah, I do recall that they lost the license. I just didn't realize what they renamed it to.
Mario Kart World, Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
now the nominees in
Yo,
our
what's up,
three
Lemonade?
sports categories, starting with
I mean, that's the next topic of discussion, Lemonade. We'll get into that.
Best Esports Game. The nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Valorant. The nominees for Best Esports Athlete are
Oh my
Rock,
god.
Chovy.
Who gives a fuck?
For Best Esports
Fuck
Team,
these people.
our Special Esports
Fuck
Committee
them too. Suck it.
Okay, we're almost done, but there are still
Bananas.
two very important categories to go. First, Best Game Direction recognizes outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. The nominees are
Claire Obscure Expedition 33,
Fire.
Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Split Fiction.
Oh, at least Split
now
Fiction
it's
made
the
it to
big
the list.
one.
That's interesting.
GOTY, Game of
Virtual Fighter game in the list is made by Yakuza devs. YXKO is a 2D fighting game based on characters from League of Legends. Okay, appreciate that info. Gooning to sleep is some crazy honesty. Mr. Bang, your mom. There's a lot of honesty up in this chat. On the daily.
the Year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience to players across all creative and technical fields. For this year's awards, our global TGA jury has selected the following 6 games as the nominees for Game of the Year.
Oh, so this is the game
Claire
of the year.
Obscure
was the
Expedition
up front?
33 from
Best
Sandfall
performance.
Interactive.
Death Stranding 2 on the Beach from Kojima Productions. Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yo, son, I feel like Nintendo really just gaslight. Like people just suck Nintendo's farts at the Game Awards. Like just suck the shit out of their farts.
From Nintendo. Hades 2 from Supergiant Games. Hollow Knight Silk Song from Team Cherry. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 from Warhorse Studios. There you have it, your nominees for Game of the Year. And now that those are official, you can anticipate Lauren Balfe and the Game Awards Orchestra playing their themes as part of our musical salute to the nominees.
All right, let's just leave it at that retarded face of Jeff Keighley's. Yeah, Nintendo needs to stop getting their farts sucked. It's kind of gross. It's bland and it's gross. That is not getting clipped. Yeah, Arctic. I feel you on that. No Arc Raiders, no Split Fiction. I was kind of surprised to not see Split Fiction on this list very much. I don't know. I just, I haven't played the game personally, but looking at people's reactions in the community, I thought that was, cool. Yote gets snubbed for Game of the Year. I mean, it didn't deserve it, so shocking, I guess. But play Slipknot, you suck. But clearly, Yote picked up a lot of other awards along the way, so there's that. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised. No Split Fiction, Arc Raiders. I mean, I understand they're a bit of sticklers in terms of like whether multiplayer games should be on the list or not. So I'll play Split Fiction with you. I mean, I wouldn't mind giving it a go. I've never played that Debs games. I always wanted to play the one where you're breaking out of prison with one of your friends or whatever. I never got the opportunity to do that with the music guy. In video games, yeah, like there are some categories that should have never existed on this list to begin with. They're a giant fucking waste of time. I mean, in all fairness, the only reason why the Game Awards is even worth watching isn't even for the awards themselves. It's really for the new trailers, and I'm hoping to see some new shit that I'm actually interested in, because as it stands right now, the big AAA heavy hitters for next year don't really interest me at all. I don't care. So I'm slightly concerned. My interest in next year's game releases is probably the lowest ever. So I'm hoping that the Game Awards will give us something. And I've never had this situation before, bro. Every year I always look forward to something. This year it's kind of rough. I'm sad. Like, I'm sad to not look forward to many AAA, if any AAA games next year, at least from what I'm seeing so far. So I don't know what to make of that. If it really, if this is like the first time, because a lot of people shit on gaming this generation, and obviously I've had a lot of issues with, this generation in gaming, and I've voiced them adherently, consistently. But I've always been able to carve out like my interest in gaming, because I think gaming, because there's indie, because there's so many different avenues of people making games. I've never had an issue looking forward to something. I've always had something to look forward to. Next year, this is looking kind of rough for me. So I'm just being honest with you guys. I don't know if that's that is finally the industry really just shitting the bed. If that's my sign, or if it's just a coincidence and this will change, who knows, with the Game Awards, right? Don't forget some salt from the fanboys. Well, if there's salt to be had, you could always post it in the salt request, my brother. We'll probably go into it next, this Thursday. But it's good to see you, Chaos, bro. Playing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, that's one of my favorite games this gen, actually. But enjoy that joint on PC. It's a really, really fun game. Check DMs after this. Elder Scrolls 6 any minute now. Yeah, good luck with that. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not looking forward to Elder Scrolls 6 either. To be real, a lot of AAA games do not impress me anymore. And I guess that's why I'm not interested in a lot of this shit. You know, I just have a lot of concern. Like, maybe I'll be interested in The Witcher 4 if I see more. And which is, you would think it's a no-brainer because I really like the first not the first, well, The Witcher 3. I really like that game, so you think I would be instantaneously interested in The Witcher 4. But I'm not really. Not really. We have to wait and see. I want to see some real gameplay. This guy irritates me. He comes off like a used car salesman. Oh, he's definitely a bullshit artist. I mean, he's so deep within the industry that I don't think he could ever really be honest. At this point, we genuinely expect the lies and deception. I mean, what else is there? What else is there, Gaming together's tough. Imagine Harmon's rage when Donkey Kong Bonanza loses. Oh my god. That will be amazing. Other than Donkey Kong Bonanza, I see no issues with the Games of the Year nominees. Yeah, that's the only one that really stands out like, the fuck? And I'm not saying that Donkey Kong Bonanza is a bad game. It didn't look like a bad game. It actually looks like a pretty decent, I think that's one of the best exclusives from the Switch 2 so far. But one of the best Switch 2 exclusives doesn't mean that it's a Game of the Year nominee contender. Like, fuck out of here. Absolute dog shit choice. Yo, Mikey, what's good, my man? I'm about to switch to watching from my computer. Rough to message back to people with long names. Yeah, nah, I get that. Because you can't, like, at people on phones. That makes it kind of annoying. Video game VGs are exactly like the film industry. Everything is politics, both real and business. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I don't value it. I'm like I said, for me, watching the Game Awards, if there was no new game announcements, I would not be watching them. We would be streaming over the Game Awards and ignoring them. But the only thing that keeps me interested is new things to look forward to. And I'm hoping that they will impress me because, like I said, this year's been rough. This year's been a little rough, and next year looks crazy. I feel like a lot of the games that I've been into this year specifically have been like low hitters in general, like games that I think are fun video games, but definitely not like Game of the Year level stuff. So, Yo Sage was good. Appreciate you pulling up. $30 votes, Jeff Nice Suit. I mean, is bro over at, what's his name, Craig? Is he doing his Game Awards this year? Because last year's version of that shit was a joke. That shit was retarded. Like, I think that both Game Awards are kind of retarded. Well, what we got going on over here? Hold up. Hold up. Somebody did something. And I'm going to find out who. Oh, shit. Dark Lord, thank you for the gift of lossless scaling. All-in-one gaming utility for frame gen and scaling. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Stuttering Craig. Duck that. Fuck that dude. Yeah, I think that he's a business savvy prick, really, in the grand scheme of things. Stuttering Craig was meant to be the way it was. The next show was in person. Oh, forget the real Game Awards. I'd rather watch monetary capture over ideological capture. Craig's show is controlled by his paying audience. Craig is a good guy. I think that more than anything else, dude just wants to make money. I mean, I do not really value that dude's opinion. Stuttering Craig from Side Scrollers, he has his version of the Game Awards, and the first iteration of it was retarded. I mean, I don't really know what else there's to say. Do I think that both sides have ideologies at play? Absolutely, and I don't really like any of that shit. So I think all of it's a joke. I don't think anybody's gonna convince me otherwise. If you value one over the other, I mean, shout out to you. What did Craig do?
Cass in sundress must win best visuals of the year.
Sir Chimpus, thank you so much for the 2, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. I just think that Craig has I just think that Craig really, just the way he runs his show is specifically for money. And I don't think that people like Craig ever intend to not want to stoke the fires. That's my biggest issue with a lot of people, both on left and right. Like, you have those that actually want to have real conversations, and then people that want to just always stoke the flames at all times because gotta have something to talk about, because it can never just be chill. So, dude who made the Game Awards drunk at an arcade bar? Yes. Oh, man. Blaming show's horrendous performance on it being not supposed to have been virtual only is retarded. What you mean by that? Not supposed to have been virtual. I just think that really asking people for $30 and literally promoting the award show based on reactionary rhetoric, I just think it's silly. Craig is just as much in it for the check as Keeley. Yeah, I just don't see it as any different. It's just smaller scale and different, different grifts. Like, I think both grift. It's just different levels of grifting and different grifts, different perspective of grifting. Aggregators always looking for the next fix. Exactly. That's how I feel. So I don't really like any award show. The only thing that keeps me watching is new video game announcements, and that's really it. Other than that, we just make fun of the other shit. But we will be making fun of Jeff Keighley's bullshit ass Game Awards this year, like we do every year. So that's what's up. All right, we have extra dumb now. I mean, you're welcome to agree, a la carte. That's fair. It's a new show. It comes with format. Side chick scrollers. Yeah, I'm not bought in by any bullshit when it comes to it's either them or us, and just being a complete total reactionary. I just think that I just don't think that that is a real side to have. Like, you have to have nuance. So if you have no nuance, and if you can't at any point just be chill with something, I'd say red markers should usually go off. Extra dumb, we didn't peak. Sadly, no. Sadly, no. Deltarune was completely snubbed. I don't even know what that is, to be real with you. Really watched the streamcast. How can I see any dumber? Always never catch the Game Awards, but when I do, I normally find at least one new game that gets me interested. Exactly, Sage. That's how I feel about that. If I have at least one thing that I can look forward to, that's awesome. Especially in a year that I think is going to be kind of dry in terms of appeasing my personal interests. So there's that. If Craig brings back Booth Babes in gaming culture, I'd gladly pay for the real Game Awards. I mean, if that's the reason why you engage in gaming, I'd say that I think that that's fucking lame. But I mean, hey man, if that's what gets you paying, And that's not to say that I'm against that. It's more so like, hey, I'm in it for the games. If there's like good characters that are pretty as fuck, or just attractive characters from both like male and female, then that's cool. But that isn't something that's not the only reason why I'm here. And that's not really the main reason, because you can, I mean, how many sex games are there where there's hot chicks in it, but the games are shit? Honestly, the mass majority of sex games, you guys have gifted me plenty of them. I don't need to play them to know that they're shit. It's not, but it's incentive. I just think that that's like, if that is the main thing you have to look forward to, yeah, I don't. That does not appeal to me at all. And people think I'm the lesbian, so. All right, next up, we got to make fun of fanboys, guys, because we have more Steam Machine fucking cope, hate, anger, stupidity, all that shit. All that stupidity, man. We got a lot of it. Yeah, titties but no good games is not an incentive for me, my guy. Now, good games and titties. Shout out to y'all. All right, so I'm checking DMs. Oh yeah, Leo, we're gonna go over that come Thursday. Come Thursday, we're gonna get into that. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, we're gonna go. You know what, Cobra? You guys are bringing up good topics. Put those in news. See, because I already had a planned stream. Put all that stuff in current news in the Discord server. We'll go over that on Thursday. That's what Thursday is for. When I have near infinite time. Some of them Gooner games got some great music. So I've been told. Marco Meatball did a great video on Gooner music. I could dig it. I mean, I think that's cool. I asked J-Tech about the Steam Machine earlier. He went off. Dude, you gonna have to link me that shit. You gonna have to link me that shit. Titties, a good game does not make, but they can make a shit game a little better. That's fair, Aaron. I don't disagree with any of that at all. But I do also think that, like, I think that I just think that a lot of people's mindsets is lowbrow as fuck. Like, dude, if you're gonna vouch and swear that a bad game is good because it has some fat titties in it, like, I think that that's like you're retarded. Just the same way that I think that people that vouch for dog shit ass video games that have their woke ass bullshit ideology is also dog shit. I think that you're retarded. Like, I just think that there's a lot of lowbrow arguments over things that shouldn't even be within discussion. Thomas said, you have to play Call of Duty Black Ops 7. It's the best game of 2025 this year. I'll pass. I can only bear Call of Duty like every other year. All right, so we got King Thrash, this fucking Riri. King Thrash is a notorious PlayStation fanboy that knows literally nothing about PC gaming, but somehow managed to make an hour-long video talking about the Steam Machine. Mind you, let me give you an example of how retarded this guy is. He has no idea how to full screen a video game if it pops up windowed when he launches it on a PC. He's admitted this openly. That's how stupid he is. He has no idea how to full screen a video game on a PC. Volk? That's how dumb. That is the level of dumb we're talking about here. Yet, this dumb motherfucker thinks he has he legitimately thinks he has the right to make an hour-long video talking about the Steam Machine, apparently how the Steam Machine is already cooked.
What up, gamers? It's your boy King Threats back and I want to give another video. I mean, let's listen. Look. Steam is trying it again. Steam is once again trying to jump into the living room space. This is their third attempt. They had the Steam Machine, and they had the big screen mode, where you can stream your games.
Big stream mode? Doesn't he mean like big picture mode? Why is his voice so low? Because he uses some sort of recording device that randomly pushes like his audio from left to right, but never simultaneously, it feels like. Why do sexy whispers? Because whenever King Thrash is making a video, it's usually while he's on the toilet taking a shit.
Directly to your TV from Steam through your TV. They're trying to step into
Stuttering Craig, more like stuttering Thrash. Oh shit.
the living room space, which is a great thing, I think. With Xbox leaving the gaming space, somebody needs to fill those shoes. And I'm here to tell y'all that Steam just ain't gonna do it.
All right, so first off, when is Xbox leaving the gaming space? It seems as though they're leaving the console space, but gaming space? He's whispering because the copium he's been huffing has destroyed and messed up his vocal cords. More like he was taking them Sony shots to the throat so hard, bro. It fucked up his vocal cords, man.
It's just, if anything, Steam will expose just how garbage the PC gaming world is, right? I'm not saying...
Yeah, PC gaming, baby! Dude, this is music to my ears. Nothing makes me happier than knowing that a console gremlin thinks that the PC gaming space is too difficult, outright shit, anything along those lines. Anything to disincentivize the dumbest, most lowbrow retards from entering the PC gaming space. I love when they think that's too sophisticated, it's too expensive, PC gaming isn't gaming at all, any of this dumb stuff. Please continue to think this stupidly. It reassures me that PC gaming is here to stay and will be stronger than anything else, because you guys basically gatekeep yourselves out of PC gaming because you choose to be ignorant. My favorite.
I'm saying that if your PC gaming world is based on mods and shit, this ain't even for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm.
How do you mean that? There are some people that are into PC gaming for mods, but how do you figure that? Does he know that Steam has its own like subsection for mods? I don't think he I don't think he knows, bro. I don't think he knows what the workshop is, my guy. He don't know nothing about that. I think he's a little stupid. He don't know nothing about that. He also don't know that just because this has SteamOS on it doesn't mean that you can't mod games. But this is the problem when console gremlins, especially PlayStation console gremlins, talk about PC gaming. They have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. No idea. They don't know half of it because they don't experience any of it. Yeah, absolutely gatekeep PC gaming. 100%. Console gremlins gatekeep themselves out. That's the best part. They do the mass majority of the work for us. How would he know he's a PlayStation fanboy? He barely He barely has any games, little than mods on there. Oh, yeah, he doesn't know anything about modding. Doesn't even know how to full screen a fucking game on PC. Do you think he knows anything about fucking modding? Yo. They act like we can't install Windows OS on a Steam machine. Dark, he has no idea about any of that shit. He doesn't. Here's the thing. He's like console gremlins. They think about PC gaming from a console perspective, so they don't understand that you could just literally choose your own operating system at any point. You could buy a Steam OS, device and wipe that shit and just put Windows OS on it. And you could do the same thing in reverse. Like there's people that want or have the Xbox ROG Ally X and they fully intend to put Steam OS on it. He has no idea about any of that shit. Fucking dummy.
I'm just going by what I can see, right? Like
if you could see, it's like barely. You have like the vision of, I don't know. I hear that bears have really poor vision. I hear that bears have really poor vision. That's why if you make really loud noises, and you pretend like you mimic being like a larger animal, they'll be disincentivized to want to eat you because they think that you're actually a bigger, possibly a predator instead of prey. Hell, I put SteamOS on my ROG Ally. Yeah, he doesn't understand any of that, Golden. Yeah, he's that kind of blind.
Let me start from the beginning. I'm going too fucking fast, right? But
wait, too fast for who? You ain't going fast for me. You may be going fast for yourself because you're retarded. You know very little about anything. He's going too fast for himself, guys. He's getting ahead of himself. All right, we gotta slow it down a little more. We gotta be on the console gremlin level of things, my guy.
They came in fast, right? They came in with no respect for the gaming space. To me, if you ask me, they came in with no respect for their machine in the gaming space. But what I mean by no respect for the gaming space, I don't mean.
So, I guess when you make big dick moves like Steam, apparently it's no respect for the gaming space. No, there's no respect for you. You've been ignored. Nobody cares about what you have to say. You're on a dead-end platform. Like Xbox is just, different end period times. Let's just say that. Yo, what's up, Bayona Rad? We are 94 likes away from hitting 100. Yo, if you guys can hit the like button, the goal is usually 100, so. Yo, my man, Cannoli, what's good with you, brother? He said, that hat is fire, Cass. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you, my guy. I like the colors. It's something a little different. I also like the logo here. Reminds me of, Batman. No respect. Hello, Sony has no respect for Sony. But, yeah, bro, you literally get your back blown out by Sony. And you think that Steam is the one that pulls up with no respect. That's crazy. No, Hypnotic, fuck you, bro.
If they're attacking the console space, or even the PC space, they've done this incorrectly. Let me sip my tea, dog.
Yeah, let's do it in a way that would mean there would be no doubt failure. This is the same people that want Xbox to compete against Sony by copying Sony. But Xbox tried that and it didn't work, so now they're doing something else. It's no matter what Xbox just stink. So Xbox could copy Sony and to be shittier, or they could do what they're gonna do, or what they've been doing is still gonna be shittier. Either way. But apparently, all these companies that exist are supposed to essentially run themselves like Sony in order to appease them. But these same people will never buy a Steam machine. They'll never invest in Xbox. They'll never care about Xbox. But they always want these competitors to their platform, being PlayStation, to mimic PlayStation. Even though, despite that, they would never actually support them.
So, first off, you got to understand that Steam isn't a hardware maker, and they don't know how to sell hardware, right? And how they've done this is clear.
No. They're not trying to sell you on hardware. They don't give a fuck about you. It doesn't matter to appeal to you. First off, you're this dude's 60 years old. Some shit like that. 50, 60 years old. They figure you're dead in 20 years anyway. So who cares about investing in fucking geriatric fucking console fanboys? All right, they're gonna be dead in 20 years anyway. Who gives a fuck? Fuck them. It's really that simple. So they're not going after you. They're going after children that want PCs, and that's becoming a bigger thing than ever before. They're going after so many other people that actually, you know, they can be reasoned with, not geriatrics that are already set in their ways and they're too stupid to learn PC gaming anyway. So, they're not trying to sell you on anything. They're giving people who are already considered, they're already interested in the platform of Steam itself before even seeing any hardware. They're giving those people the option. They were producing hardware for over 10 years or so. His argument is moot. To him, that don't mean shit. And in all fairness, Steam is more of a platform than a hardware manufacturer. Now, they've been doing really good at making hardware. But they're not a publicly traded company that needs to see sales. They're doing this to expand their platform long term and give people avenues to really be in their ecosystem. That's what they're offering. They're going after Steam users with the Steam Deck. Absolutely. And I think that more than anything else, they're going after people that are already intrigued by the Steam ecosystem even before they get to the hardware perspective of it.
Like right now, like the day one of anything is hype. There was day one hype for the Xbox Series S, for God's sake, right? There's always a day one hype. We live in a society now to where when people see stuff.
Yeah, I mean, all the by the way, guys, all this also counts for the PlayStation 5 Pro, something that isn't selling as much as even the PS4 Pro. You know, day one hype is a real thing. You're always gonna have those initial sales.
They'll say shit they don't really mean, or they'll say shit and talk about shit they didn't really check behind. Right? We live in that world. We've been living in that world for years now, decades.
Yo, why does it sound like he's scratching his ass while he's talking? You just hear something going on in the background, like he's fumbling either with a bag or scratching his ass. Something. I got you on, man. I'm probably gonna save that for next stream.
Even, you know, I remember when the Xbox Series S was announced and people were saying that the Xbox Series S is basically in competition with the PS5, not the Series X, because the Series X is made more powerful than the PS5. Like, I remember those days vividly about how much the Series S was going to be in the main competition because it was cheaper and it would run games exactly like the Series X would run, except
nobody said that.
It would have lower resolutions, and we all know how that turned.
What is he talking about? Everybody knew that the actual specs of the Series S were lower. Now, obviously, it was meant to be a 1440p resolution box, and shit didn't live up to that. But neither did the PS5 and Series X live up to being 4K machines. Everything's like upscaled and dog shit. Hopefully, Cass doesn't check her DMs anytime soon. I know, right? It's fucking with the man. Yo, everything. It's crazy. We're supposed to be talking about the Steam machine, but he's talking about Xbox. Yo, it's crazy how infatuated PlayStation console gremlins are with Xbox.
Fuck out. Because hardware and software are two different things made by two different people. You know what I mean? Two different sets of people. And I'm not talking about first-party games. This is why first-party exclusives are important to hardware, to dedicated hardware, is because first-party developers will utilize purposely all, if not, well, most, if not all of the things that this console offers, the unique things that these consoles offer. That's why.
Bro, I swear they're gonna keep on this shit and on this shit and on this shit. Meanwhile, the PS5 proves that this isn't true. The PS5 has no fucking exclusives besides less than a handful. But yet the PS5 is selling. Literally, the PS5 proves that this is incorrect. Bro, I was literally watching Solid Cast. Shout out to Blaze, Jack Move, and Lazy. And Jack Move asked, name 5 PS5 only games. Anything that's on PS5 or PS5 Pro. Name 5 of them. They couldn't name 5. Because most things are either backwards compatible or already on PC. PlayStation doesn't. They have less than a handful of exclusives. Most of which their own fan base can't even name. Literally, the PS5 disproves all of what he just said. More than anything else, what matters is marketing. That's why these companies spend more money in marketing than anything else. That's why these budgets are so bloated. That's why they spend an immense amount of money to convince you to buy something that you don't care about. And with some companies, it absolutely works. Steam Machine can play games with mods. That's unique. Well, he thinks he's under. Here's the problem, Leo. He's under the impression that doesn't exist. That's not possible because it's a Steam Machine and not Windows. Meanwhile, it's crazy because they spent so many years bitching and whining about Windows. Now they're starting to bitch and whine about Steam OS. Meanwhile, they don't know anything about it.
That's why exclusives matter. That's why exclusive first-party games matter even more. Is because
it's the same dog and fucking pony show. Video after video after video. It doesn't matter what new thing is introduced. It's always the same bullshit.
You have games that utilize the machine, right? Like PlayStation, like right now with Ghost of Yotei, how it utilizes the D-pad on the controller, or Astrobot, who would utilize the entirety of the controller for their games. Not many games that utilizes that controller, but these games also look crazy good. Like, you literally got ray tracing in an open world game at 60 frames per second, looking the way Ghost of Yotei looks and loading the way Ghost of Yotei loads.
What the fuck is he talking about? Oh my god, it's loading the way Ghost of Yotei does. Bro, I played Ghost of Tsushima on the PS4 Pro back in the day. I didn't have any problems with loading. It's just free traversal in an open world. The fuck is it? Oh my god, it loads the way that it does. It's almost like they have nothing to brag about. They really gotta reach deep into the bag for any little thing. Oh my god, we could still go to that SSD. Oh man, it loads. It loads so well, guys. Bro, PS5 Pro loads the shit out of that Ghost of Yotei. Yeah, they like good fat fucking loads on their face.
These type of things can mainly only be done with first-party developers. Not because it's impossible for other developers to do, it's that other developers have to worry about other platforms. You know what I mean? So it would cost a lot more money to focus on that, a lot more money and time to focus that hard on a PlayStation, and then to focus that hard on Xbox to utilize all of that, and then everything else. And the thing.
Whoa. The way that sounded like somebody came in and licked someone's ear. Oh my god. Did you hear that little noise? Did you? Bayona, you heard that shit? Hold on, let's go back.
It would cost a lot more money to focus on that, a lot more money and time to focus that hard on a PlayStation, and then to focus that hard on Xbox to utilize all of that, and then everything else.
Oh. Yo, it was like possession, bro. It was like possession whispering. What the fuck? Am I crazy? Yo, that sounded weird. Yeah, exactly. It was in my right ear. It's in our right ear. Dude, that's insane. Yo, Oz was good. Fucking weird. Somebody licked my ear. Yeah, that's what it sounded like in his audio, for real. Probably a Sony mic. That's why he's slurping it.
Oh, fuck!
Yo, he's doing lines by licking it with his tongue.
And the thing with PC is that there is no guideline for developers. There's no guideline for developers to be able to build a game that would utilize everything, because it's just.
Oh my god, here's where console gremlins are stupid. There is a baseline for developers. They have to simply aim low at a certain build, right? It could be a 3060 or a 1070, something like that, and then just work your way up, right? But you aim low at a reasonable level so that people start at this baseline of hardware. They'll be able to play the game at a minimum and then work your way up. But literally the entire purpose of PC gaming is to tailor make the experience for you, what you want out of the gaming experience, based upon the hardware that you chose to invest in. Like literally, we look forward to being able to customize a specific game to our liking, not to be told how we're meant to play this game. That's why PlayStation console gremlins and Xbox fanboys, all you fucking console gremlins in general, right? That's why y'all back in the day, you were forced to play at 30 FPS. All right, you were forced to see only 30 FPS with no options. And then when they get options, oh, it's actually a good thing. But now that we have all of the options, we literally have all the options. Somehow it's a bad thing. Someone timestamp Cassie reacting to the picture I sent her because I gotta go. What picture? Hold up. Did he send it in DMs? Bruh. Bro, what the fuck is this, bro? What is this shit? Hold up. What is this? Literally this new system that Twitter uses for DMs is so stupid. What the fuck is this, my guy? Alright, first off, you got the brim bent wrong, alright? I like it a little upward, My eyes look possessed by the devil himself. For some reason, I have, I have birthmarks, but apparently I have more. My teeth are weird. My nose is bigger. My nose isn't that wide, bro. Come on, man. I turned into Blabs. Oh my god. I think that's disrespectful to Blabs. I think that she's pretty. I don't know what this is. This is a monster possessed by demonic fucking... I don't know. It's beautiful. Fuck you, Nissan. Her Latino genes are showing up. You saying Latinos look like creeps?
All this coping when half of PlayStation users are still on PS4. Try getting those users before worrying about others.
Lockwire, they don't care about that. All it is attacking other platform holders. Thank you so much to the 5. But yeah, there's so many PS4 users that don't even feel as though it's worth upgrading at all. Hypnotic said, AI prompt. Take this image and replace the woman's Mets hat with a new Pepsi logo hat. Also, have the woman staring at the camera with a very creepy, eerie smile, similar to Japanese horror movies. I'm surprised they didn't make me look more Asian. I feel like it kind of tried to make me look a little Asian. I feel like the eyes maybe a little bit. But that's funny. How dare you, Hypno? You and your fucking demonic AI. Dude, AI has been like torture on my life. This past 2 weeks. You guys are absolutely the fucking worst. There we go. My man, Dungeon in the building. What's good with you, brother? Rasterization of this picture is next level. They do know that there is more PC games than console games. Well, they use exclusives whenever it matters to them, right? There's near infinite PlayStation PC exclusives. But PC users, we aren't here to we are here to play video games. We're not here to brag about how you can't play a certain video game. They'll say exclusives matter, but then say all PC exclusives are shit. But like, oh, suddenly exclusives matter. Not the quality of the games, because then if it's quality of the games, then third parties been more quality anyway. Indies have been more quality anyway. Hey, we hit 100 likes. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the support. If you haven't, do hit the like button. It does help me out. But let's continue.
So many different versions of a PC. So that's what PC gaming is the way PC gaming is because there's no solid ground to land on. It's not stable enough. And then you don't know where your market is. Like, because there's so many different variants of hardware out there that you have to sort of appease to all of them. And in that, you find your games have to be able to run certain hardwares. But if you make it to where, like, you can't make a 4090 game or a 5090 game, or, you know what I mean? You can't make a game that will work on the most elaborate spec of hardware.
Yeah, literally when they make games that only work for those hardware, that literally exists. Literally, you aim low at a baseline, and then all these other hardware specs that are above that low baseline can run these games better. Like, he literally, Jinx, he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He pretends to know so much, but he literally is he can only think like a console gremlin, so therefore he forces the PC, the PC mindset into a console gremlin's mindset, and it doesn't make any sense. It's literally retarded. There's no other way to there's no other way to put
Holy
it.
ADHD Batman. Give this guy his meds and a notepad. Every time I hear this guy, he is all over the place.
Yep.
Who can listen to this?
Apparently people like this kind of content. They like being lied to. They appreciate the lie. But casualties, thank you so much for the 5. Yeah, it's painful. It's painful to listen to such, like, stupidity. I don't really know what else to say. If you refuse to learn anything about something that you're not interested in, then you do one of two things. Either you go out of your way to learn, or you just shut the fuck up. And because this is all about console warring more than anything else, right? It's in order to secure the validity of the platform that they choose to indulge in. And that's really the main goal, right? While shitting on everything else, they choose to talk about things they don't understand, and they refuse to understand them. Matter of fact, it's better for their argumentation to their own audience that, unfortunately doesn't want to learn anything about PC gaming either. It's better that they don't know, or that they continue to have actual false information. This is nothing new. We've encountered it before. Does he have a point? No, absolutely not. Other than to basically, it's all to give lip service to a community of people that refuse to understand PC gaming. That's it. Dude needs to Google 8086. Such drivel? Yeah, nothing but drivel. I mean, this is why we'll always have content to make fun of retards, because there are too many outspoken retards in this gaming space. Yo, shout out to Melodic Method with the 5 gifties. Thank you so much, fam. I appreciate you. Oh my god, Pepsi Man got a fucking gifty. Guys, take advantage of Melodic Method's kindness and join the Discord server, man. Come hang out with us. Appreciate you, man. Hey, welcome in, old hit.
Only because that is the vast minority of PC gaming. And so now the vast majority of PC gaming are people who have low respect PCs. But then you also have to navigate how much the low respect PC gamers actually game. I think people don't think about the dynamic of why PC gaming itself is so scattered and unstable, is because you have your hardcore PC guys that you can't feed because there's so little of them. And then there's so many of the ones who don't have that hardcore spec, but then they probably don't use their PC for gaming. They just have a Steam account and play some games on there.
You have those people that don't use their PC for gaming. They just have a They just have a PC that they play some games on. let's run it back, Melodic. Yo. Let's run it back.
But then they probably don't use their PC for gaming. They just have a Steam account and play some games on it. But
Oh, fuck!
Bro. So his main complaint here in this particular section, that he's trying to say is essentially, from a PC gamer's perspective, PC gaming doesn't herd us like sheep to think the same way. Not like console gaming does. Like console gaming, there isn't much choice. So therefore, they, for the sake of selling more of certain products that are coming out, they'll use all of their marketing to make you console gremlins kind of look forward to all the same shit. Whereas with PC gaming, there really isn't that. PC gamers get on PC gaming to do their own thing entirely. And yeah, some people end up looking forward to the next big AAA release, but then some people are only into indie games. Some people are only into, modding, and modding for certain older video games. Some people are only in it for retro gaming. Some people only want to do this. Some people only want to do that. Literally PC gamers can't be herded like sheep like console gremlins are. So therefore, yeah, you're not going to get us all on board on something, but there's still more of us. Period. So it is what it is. Did he step on a rake? No, in his mind, he thinks he makes total, complete sense. Why are you watching this clown? Because it's easy content, zombie. Why do you think?
But they might use their PC for whatever else a PC is used for, because a PC ain't really a full-on gaming hardware. And so there's that measure in trying. So
basically, what he's saying is PC is whatever you want it to be. At any time, you want it to be that. I mean, you could literally say that your PlayStation 5 is just a Netflix box. You could only use if you want to, you could only use your PlayStation 5 for Netflix, for HBO Max, and for Spotify. And you could not use it for gaming at all. My dad, last gen, he bought a PS4 just literally to play his movies. His Blu-rays. And he was completely happy with it. I had to teach him how to use the controller. But once he knew how to use the controller, he would literally use that controller, put the disc into the PS4 disc drive, and play his movie. Click on the movie, play. That's what he wanted to do. And guess what? It did the job. Shout out to the PS4 that played Blu-rays pretty well. My dad was happy. So, I mean, yeah, there's people that could only... literally, that's just a choice.
Balance and sell that shit out. And this is why you don't really see PC only games hit the mainstream especially as much as you used to. Right? Where in the console space, there's more control, there's more security.
There's so many PC games that literally make it super big. They're mostly indies that prosper so well that are super mainstream, like Megabonk, or like literally tons of fucking indie games all the time. Ball X Pit got nominated for awards. Shout out to Ball X Pit, even though I'm not a big fan. But literally PC games do this all the time. And then those PC games, and this is a good thing, eventually a lot of them go on to fucking be on the consoles too, but they start out on PC. Are we there yet? Absolutely. Yeah. These are games that start on a PC and then hopefully make it to the console. What are you talking about? Bro, people like this really hate freedom. They hate the idea that
Cross-platforming ruined console gaming.
I don't agree with that at all, GDR. Greed ruined console gaming. The publishers ruined console gaming. PlayStation and Xbox themselves ruined the trajectory of console gaming. Cross-platform did not ruin console gaming. Matter of fact, cross-platform has always existed, just in a different way, like cross-gen games. That's always been a thing. Appreciate it too, though. Literally, it's just greed that ruins these companies. And basically just hiring a bunch of retards that are more retarded than you, even though you're already retarded, so that you can make sure you never take your job.
The trash is just pathetic and stupid. He needs to get off the internet and get a job, which will probably be flipping burgers at Burger King.
Oh my. I mean, C-Star, I don't know as to dude's job situation. Can't really speak for him. Neither to make fun of him or to, in all seriousness, I can't speak for his job, but I appreciate the vibe. So yeah. Donkey Kong. A big issue with modern gaming is, like, you are a retard that made it to your position of power. And you're not, you weren't the best person for the job, but you were hired by this other person that hired you because, oh, well, you're good enough, but you're not better than me. And then you go on to hire somebody that, oh, well, you're good enough, not the best, just to make sure you're not better than me.
People with lifelike simulator setups. You can't go in depth on console.
Nope. Lockwire, that's a big reason why I was more interested in PC gaming, because I had reached the peak of what console gaming had to offer me, right? And so it's like, wow, there's nothing really else I could do. And then PS5 was just like, well, we're going to take even more away from you. So it's like, okay, fuck that. I'm going to PC, right? He delivers Coke. Oh, man. Coca-Cola, baby. Right? So I kind of agree with Cass here. I can't make a pushback against Cass' arguments. Yeah, so like I think that a big issue when it comes to like a lot of these companies is that they keep hiring people that are dumber and dumber, because when you're at a position of power and you're going to hire someone else, like, you're afraid of losing your position to that person in the future, so you pick someone that's stupid, and then they'll pick someone underneath them that's even stupider, and, like, you know, the cycle continues, and then you just end up having dumber people like this generation than you did previous generation, so on and so forth. That's really what it is. It's just a bunch of dumb people that are making shitty video games, and literally the cycle continues of being flushed down a fucking toilet. Why do you think all these major AAA companies or publishers are selling their companies away? Because they know they have peaked, and everything that they have done has led to the reality that they will never see the level of money, influence, or success that they have in the past, for a multitude of reasons. And also diverse cast. Can't leave that out. Most important thing about entertainment corporations. Yeah, Boosh. A lot of us outgrow the console if the hobby reaches a certain level of indulgence. It's only natural. Sadly, a lot of retard fail upward too. Yeah, no, absolutely, Emerald. That's a part of it. And a lot of it is like these people just want to secure their jobs forever.
There's
no
console space, and you know what you're making shit for.
Greater success.
So with this device,
just stability.
It kind of helps them. It will help developers have a hit point, but only if it sells. Because there's other hardwares out there, like I said, with PC, and since PC is so customizational, they can't really put a number on it. But if you get this to where you can see how many of these sold, then you can start making games for that. But it has to sell first. And that's its main weakness. It's that they don't have their own first-party games like that.
It literally isn't even.
They ain't going to have no lineup.
Not a weakness at all. You're just pretending that it's a weakness because you're too stupid to think outside of the console gremlin mindset. Every game is customizable and can
PC gamers brought more issues with cheating than there was before. If cross-platforming wasn't more profitable, it would have never happened. Cross-platforming was because of greed.
GDR. Why? So greed exists. That's a reality across the board, right? These companies are too greedy to actually defeat cheating. They have all the money in the world to do it. Why don't they do it? Because they don't care. They don't care about your experience. They just do enough of marketing to sucker you into buying a product, and they have no interest in making sure that you will get a reasonably good product. They don't care about that. They already got you. They already suckered you into buying the product. They have zero interest in actually securing a good gaming space for you. That's literally all part of greed. But I appreciate the 10. Thank you. He's inventing words. We're dealing with a true fucking narcissist in King Trash here, my guy. Customizational. Big words, man. Cheating exists on every platform. Even before cross-platform play and whatever the fuck have you. It happens. It's going to happen. I mean, like, for me personally, I come across my fair share of cheaters, but I don't really feel as though it's been particularly problematic. I just feel like the argumentation is something that has always existed and will always exist, and a reason why is because really the corporate heads that be don't actually care about your experience. Cheating reminds me of my ex. Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck!
But the good example of a failing game is Destiny 2. I mean, Destiny 2, they fucking got everything out of it that they possibly could. I mean, I don't really know what else there is to say. I mean, if PC multiplayer games, if PC gamers are the biggest problem, then how is it that for the longest standing video games when it comes to multiplayer are literally PC games? I guess the cheating's not that bad. All the biggest, longest standing games when it comes to multiplayer are PC games. IJ, what's good with you, my man? Hold on, let me get a Coca-Cola. Alright, hold up. Yeah, I don't understand the whole cheating perspective because I've seen people that have cheating as fucking
CP was
controllers,
introduced by
all
Xbox
sorts
to
of
help
stuff.
prop up their small
Cheating has
library.
existed
A
for a
bug
long
by a
time.
MP dev showed everyone that it was easy. Fortnite helped push normalization.
Crossplay. Nissan saying CP is not necessarily the best thing because it could be interpreted many different ways, but crossplay was introduced by Xbox to help prop up their small library. A bug by a multiplayer dev showed everyone that it was easy. Fortnite helped push normalization. Yo, another reason why Fortnite the GOAT. I'm willing to deal with some cheating if it means that it's easy for me to be able to play games with my friends on PlayStation, Xbox, and my PC at the same time. Because I'd rather just have the fun with my friends, even if we come across some occasional fuck shit. It is very problematic. Only reason why they endorse cross-platform gaming is because Xbox already had the idea of subscription gaming. I mean, literally the main reason why is because it encourages more sales. If for example, I can't play Arc Raiders with my friends because my friends are on Xbox and PlayStation, and we can't play together. What incentive is there for me to buy that game other than it looks interesting? Like the biggest incentivizer is that at any point I could just jump in with any of my friends that I want to. Now it's not always the main selling point, right? It doesn't have to be, but that's definitely a big positive choice. You're gonna come across cheaters, but cheaters have always existed. Yeah, I just don't like. The thing is, there is no perfect there. Here's a lot of problem with argumentation. A lot of it is under the assumption that there is some sort of paradise, like there's a perfect world scenario. There is no perfect world scenario. No matter what you do, there's going to be some sort of negative repercussion from it, which is just a reality you have to live with. But like the negative repercussion that you're talking about has always existed and will always exist anyway. The benefit is that my friends don't have to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars to be able to play a video game with me.
I would rather have every gaming platform be separate. As a collector of all things gaming, I liked my exclusives.
I just think exclusives are lame. Exclusives are literally you're keeping people from being able to collect because you're putting forward $500+ paywalls in between collecting those experiences. That sounds a little bit anti-collector to me, my guy. As a collector myself, right? I like games that are available on more platforms because literally it helps to preserve these games. So, yeah, I just don't see it the same way as you do. Like what sucks about like emulation, like for example N64. N64 emulation is kind of difficult. It sucks that some of those N64 games are literally exclusive to the N64. It's one of the hardest fucking platforms to emulate. Xbox 360, another really hard platform to emulate. Sucks that some of those games are exclusive. Like if you care about game preservation and collection and historical premise for it, like these games being available on more platforms is objectively a better thing. Appreciate the 5 though. And I agree with that. Less people buying makes it more worth it. Well, then you just don't care about the historical preservation of games. And with that, we're never going to agree because I think that preserving the history of our favorite entertainment medium is the most important thing ever. And it's literally the most detrimental situation within gaming right now. Because the entire industry does not give a fuck if all these older games disappeared forever because they just want you to buy the next best heap of shit. And that fucking sucks. Oh no, Philip. GOG is working hard to preserve games. Yeah, GOG is like the only one. Excuse me. Yo, Midnight Optimum. Appreciate you pulling up, brother. Yeah, I don't care. For me personally, I do not give a fuck as to the value of a video game that I love. I love the video game. I don't care. I love any video game that appeals to my interests. I don't care if the game is worth $2 or $1 million. That literally does not matter to me. The value of me preserving the game that I love for the artistry behind it is more important to me than the value of the game. Now, some people are definitely going to disagree with that. There's a lot of people that love to collect the most valuable products in our entertainment medium, and that's fine too. But I don't care about that personally. I just want to preserve something because it is important to me from the perspective of I love this game, whether it's worth $2. Like, dude, I love NFL 2K5. I tell people that's the best fucking football game that existed. Still to this day. Fucking football games are literally a dime a dozen. It doesn't matter to me. I still have my copy of NFL 2K5. It's literally on my fucking media shelf. Nice, stored, reasonably well in a nice case. I don't care if the fucking game is worth 2 cents. It's still, to me, the best NFL game that ever came out. That's me personally. So shout out to Fluffy Murder Machine. He's been a member for 7 months. Thank you. Said I didn't expect no exclusives to be a hot
There are
take.
already tons of games lost forever. The games
And
they
that
are
sucks.
putting out now aren't worth the download. Very few really matter. And those will be lost in 5 years anyway.
GDR, that just sounds like a black pill. You know, that just sounds like you're black pilled to me. And I feel as though those mindsets are why we're facing these issues today. But thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. For me, I think that it's worth fighting for. NFL 2K5 is still unmatched, absolutely. And the fact that the game, I don't know how much the game is worth, but if it's a sports game, you could assume that it's not worth much, right? I'm going to assume it's not worth much. My ignorance is because I don't care about the value. That's literally where my ignorance is. It's the truth, but literally that's the worst thing about our hobby, is that nobody actually cares about the hobby itself. I just think that a lot of people's interest is for what they can get out of it versus the actual artistry of it. And my stance on gaming is that a lot of people don't actually appreciate the artistry of it. It's all about what can the hobby do for them versus like with these companies like really just making a bunch of slop that is uninteresting, boring, or safe. That's why most of these games suck, because they have a lot of these motherfuckers have the very same mindset. But back to Fluffy Murder Machine. He said, I didn't expect no exclusives to be a hot take. Anyway, 7 months, baby. Fuck yeah, brother. I appreciate you, Fluffy. But I do appreciate the 10 GDR. Thank you so much, brother. We got Aaron, who's been a member for 4 months. Thank you so much. And Boosh, who's been a member for 13 months. Hell yeah. NFL 2K is a collector's item now. Well, I mean, it is, isn't 20 years make something like, I don't know how you say, like an antique? NFL 2K5 is an antique now. It's been out for 20 years. Shout out to the GOAT. So either we save all of them or it's just what you like. Well, I think that it's good to aim for everything, but obviously to some extent we're going to be selfish, right? Save what we like. Or reality is, everyone has limited means to some extent too. So there's that. I remember the failure of the ET game that was so bad, it got buried 6,000 feet underground. Yeah, I did hear that story. 20 years is classic Cage. Fire. What kind of emulation have you played with, Cass? I've emulated Switch games. Mind you, games that I already own, just to compare and contrast the bullshit behind it. And I've emulated PS3. I played a few games, PS3 games, like Lollipop Chainsaw before the remaster came out, stuff like that. I haven't dived enough
Skies of Arcadia cannot be emulated.
That's
if
sad.
anyone can point out a way for me to get it, I would love you forever.
GDR, you're literally proving my point right now. Like, literally, you want access to these games, and literally, I'm saying that you should have access to these games. There should be means of making sure these games are archived because they're a part of our history. They're a part of the entertainment medium we claim to love so passionately. You're literally proving my point, my guy. But thank you so much for the 5. Aaron says, emulate the GameCube version with Dolphin. Dolphin is an emulator on PC. You copping a Steam machine? Yo, Pablo, what's good with you, brother? Yes, I will be getting that bitch because it would benefit me so much at work. I have too much free time at work, bro. I need a more powerful machine than my Steam Deck. So the Steam machine is looking like it could be the way. Sage says, check out GOG's Dream List. It might be there. There's that too. Yeah, I'd say definitely keep an eye on GOG because they're doing a lot of good things over there and they're bringing a lot of classics to market again, which I think is the right way to do things. I want to pay for these games. I want to support the people behind the games, even games that are fucking 30, 40 years old, right? Bring them to me. If it's $500, that's a day one cop for me. I'm predicting that the base version is going to be 600 and then the 2 terabyte version is going to be 800. Either way, it's going to be worth it to me because I know that I would get a lot of playtime out of it. But yeah, this thing can't go, like the base model can't go past $600. Like that'd be fucking insane. What would you do if Craig asked you to be on side scrollers? I can't be on side scrollers even if I wanted to, but honestly, I'd just pass. I just feel like it'd be a waste of time. I just don't want to be around people I don't like. And I like Blabs. That's the struggle. It's like I don't like Craig, but I like Blabs. So that's kind of where it's like, ugh, I don't know. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't really know necessarily what to do on that if I had the opportunity to, but most of the time when they're live, I'm sleeping. So I think just based on time, I probably wouldn't be able to do it. Side scrollers doesn't talk about video games. Sometimes they do. I will say other times they definitely don't. So it really does depend. I don't watch them enough on a consistent level to say they talk about games consistently or not. Wait for side scroll hers. I usually like everyone but Craig over there. Yeah, like I know that Melee K does work for them over there, which is cool. I like Blabs. Really, I just don't like Craig. So there's that. Honestly, I can't give you a straight up answer. I'm just being real with you, Dungeon, because like I said, don't fuck with one dude, but I don't mind the other people. So it depends. It depends.
Never first party games like that. And developers aren't going to be able to make games specifically for that. Simply because ain't nobody got one. So why the fuck would I waste my money on making a game for you? You know what
I mean, if people thought like this, then there would be no day one exclusives on a new console. Nobody got new consoles, so not going to have a day one exclusive on console. Literally, nobody would make games for new consoles at all. Forget the exclusives, right? Like, literally, with this mindset, game developers will say, well, when before the PS5 came out, well, there's no PS5s out there. So we're not going to make any PS5 games. We're going to continue to make PS4 games.
I'm saying? So it's like, it's all business because it's business on top of business. You got to understand that Steam is a launcher and only a launcher. It's a Steam. It's what you would call a...
Steam is literally more than a launcher. It's a storefront. It's a mod community. It's a forum. There's literally... Steam is an entire fucking ecosystem in that of itself. It's both social. It's both a store. It's both a launcher. It is everything essential to gaming. Yo, Dazzlin was good. PS5 is dead right now. Last game they had was Spider-Man 2, and that was the only game that was AAA. It's a fucking mod base, absolutely. There's literally so many different aspects of gaming that Steam actually is, and they're continuing to expand. Whereas I feel like consoles have been contracting for years. No console has given you as much freedom as like the PS3 did. They've given you less. Like literally, there's multiple generations now in which console gaming has contracted when it comes to what it could do for the user. Nissan said Steam does it all and does it well. That's why it's the preferred PC gaming app. Absolutely. That's why it's a monopoly, quote unquote, right?
A low profit margin business. Right? Sony and Microsoft. Sony is also in this low profit margin business, but they make first party games which make 100% profit. Well, not 100%. It's never 100%, but still, you get a higher profit margin. Your profit margin is crazy, right? With the Xbox, since Microsoft is leaving the console space and going more towards publishing games, they make a 70% profit margin, and that's why their profit margins are higher. Like their aim was to get larger profit margins on game sales.
I swear, like every time something new comes out, it's just the same old bullshit ass talking points no matter what. It's like it's literally like vomit. It's kind of a launcher. I mean, there is a Steam launcher. Yeah, like it's everything. That's what I'm saying, Volk. It's literally everything. It's a launcher. It's a storefront. It's a forum community. It is literally every fucking thing. So it's like to dumb it down to just a launcher is actually taking away from what it is and the validity that Steam has. It's literally what holds PC gaming together and gives PC gaming a real community, in my opinion, in its own right. Which I think it's necessary to have an option like that. Like a Steam is such a refreshing I don't want to say, I guess, company, or Valve is a refreshing company because they offer things that gamers actually fucking want. So many good homebrews now. We can back up all games on Steam for free. Yeah. And the greatest thing is that Steam offers all this shit, right? And they don't ask for a monthly fee. They don't ask for that kind of bullshit. Steam cares about its community as well. Absolutely. They show it to a reasonable extent, right? There's still a company at the end of the day. I don't blindly trust any company, right? But at least everything that they've shown me has shown that they do have the thought process of a gamer in mind.
And that's what they're doing.
Yeah, Aaron,
With
it
this,
did make PC gaming mainstream.
It's all
as fuck.
risk, and you're starting from the bottom. They had a Steam Deck, and they never made a game specifically for the Steam Deck. They've had old Steam machines and never made a game for old Steam machines. Even though
so they're literally continuing to do this. Steam is so comfortable that this isn't a risk for them. Like literally, PlayStation has to make the same old type of shit, right? Or like really think small in scale. Like they didn't make another Vita again, right? Like an independent handheld that has its own games on its own platform. Literally, they decided to make a streaming device that for a long time was tethered to another device that was $500. GDR, I hear this argument all the time. Oh my god, wait until Gabe passes away. Like, bro, literally people die all the time. What are we gonna do? Like, I don't understand that argument at all. Because that argumentation is only applied to a literal private
Aperture
company.
Desk Job was a tech demo for Steam Deck.
Aperture Desk Job? Is that a game? Artix? I don't even know what that is, but thank you so much for the two. Like, I don't understand that argumentation at all because it's like, dude, I mean, you know, a lot of people perceive certain things as the death of a company as well. Like, I still think that Gabe dying would still likely make Steam still a better company than all of these publicly traded companies. I can make that argument too, but it's like, we're literally talking about shit that who knows when is going to happen when. Just because, oh my god, this person that runs this company is going to die someday, maybe I shouldn't invest in Steam. Like, I don't understand that argument.
Steam machines was made by third-party companies. You know, the Steam Deck was basically the first time they actually did something themselves.
PlayStation could die tomorrow.
So it's like the sales market
Xbox
of this device
is
has
dying.
already got it behind, right? It's already behind because there's no real reason to buy it. Like I don't know how it is on PC side. Maybe PC gamers like to have people who like to buy trinkets and all that, but you're not going to make mainstream. This will never make mainstream. This Steam Deck that we got right here today will never make mainstream. And it took the wrong steps. Why in God's name was this announced on Twitter?
I'm glad that the Steam Deck never went mainstream. Less dummies coming into the space. And guess what? Here's the great thing about it. The Steam Deck not going mainstream does not affect Steam negatively at all. It doesn't affect Steam negatively at all. Matter of fact, they're expanding slowly but surely in ways that literally aren't an attempt to become mainstream. I think Gabe already picked a worthy guy. Arctic said, yeah, it's technically a game, but it's definitely more of a demo. Showing off the Steam Deck. Kind of like the Switch 2 tech demo that should have been free. Yeah. Okay, I got you. But, okay, I appreciate that context. Literally, this does not affect Steam negatively. It's not like they have to appease shareholders. They're just literally making quality products that are respectable offerings to, people that are interested in the Steam platform and their ecosystem. That's it. It literally, these guys make it so they make it so extra or more dramatic than it has to be. It literally isn't a problem. So your view of people not getting on Steam or Steam Deck is flawed. You like cross-platform, but want less people buying Steam products. Literally, there's nothing flawed about my mindset at all. I want cross-platform because I think that platform should exist. I don't want everybody on one singular platform. I just want all of the games on multiple platforms. Literally, my whole ideology is I want all of these games everywhere, so you retards that are on consoles that are too ignorant for PC gaming, that will not accept that PC gaming is a free and open platform, you could stay on your platform, you could still play all the games that I have, and we could even play together if we so choose to. Yeah, literally, there's nothing flawed about my mindset. I want dumb people to stay on their own platform. My main concern is people on the console space that are willing to give up their freedom for convenience to come over to PC and demand that PC gaming be dumbed down for convenience. I think that is the scariest thing that is a plague on all of gaming. Gamers, there's so many gamers that give up so much shit just for instantaneous convenience.
And like YouTube, fucking, it's a new product. If you want to step into the space of hardware, you need to be able to sell that hardware. The point of your hardware is to be able to sell more of it so you can gain more control, right? In reality, if we're keeping it a fucking buck, Steam just wants to grow Steam OS right now, right? That's their main thing. They're on Windows OS mainly, and because Windows OS is the biggest, but Windows OS is getting weaker and weaker. People are wanting different options, and so they're on Linux with their OS, and they have their own Steam OS as well, right? So, or
Doesn't know what Steam OS is.
however the fuck that works. You got Linux and Steam OS, right?
Oh my god. See, he literally doesn't know. He's admitting that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, but he's running his fucking mouth. Ruck said, Gabe's son is based, and it's gonna be alright. Everything that goes mainstream gets ruined. Ask anyone that's been on Steam forums since the beginning. So many plebs. Yeah, anything that does go mainstream does get ruined. I've seen it. So many game franchises, for example, like that's a tendency. Do I think that things get indefinitely ruined? I think that no, even though there's retards on Steam, I still think Steam is a very viable platform. But yeah, I think that there is a level of degradation that does come with something becoming more mainstream. So it was okay to take over the gaming space by making console gamers to play with PC players. Taking over what? Taking over what? I don't, if you're not on my platform, you can't dictate what my platform does. I can still play video games with you because I think that that's important to be able to play video games with our friends, right? But I don't want dumb console gremlins to dictate my platform. They have no power over it. They're on their own platform. Like look at where their their nonsense has led their own platforms to becoming. They have false online paywalls. All right, they literally, it's the dumbest of the dumb situations. I don't want any of this being introduced to PC gaming. I could still play my video games with you, but I don't want. It's like I want you to live your life and have all the experiences that I have, but I don't want you shitting on my lawn. That's it. That's it, because I'm not a selfish person, but I don't want to be intruded upon, right? I want my personal space, but I want you to have all the games that I have. That's it. I don't know. I don't know if it's difficult to like comprehend or if it's a little confusing.
So it's clearly a bid to
Yeah, you do got to pay
away
twice
with
for
the
your
Microsoft
DS2. It's crazy.
Windows OS and try to find different options outside of that Windows OS. But still, you need to sell your products in order to push that OS. And they've been trying to push the Steam OS since the first Steam machines, right? And failed on it. And they've been having Steam OSs for years, ever since now. But now that is starting to gain more popularity, right? The Steam OS.
Yes, because it's gotten better. They've introduced things that have made it actually really good, and and the most usable it's ever been. And it's a user-friendly PC platform that isn't Windows. And to be honest with you, Windows isn't really user-friendly. It's kind of a little retarded, or just doesn't make sense, or it's just super bloated. There's a lot of little critiques, too many little critiques, or even bigger critiques on Windows. So to have another offering that is a very light. My mic is muted? No. Lies? Jinx lies? Yeah, Windows is a bloated mess that kind of sucks.
But the way they launched this shit was trash. You got the Game Awards coming up. This should have been an announcement at the Game Awards when a lot of gamers, not only gamers but developers and publishers and all of that, have their eyes.
GDR says, you are talking more about the business end, but the console gamers feel they are intruded on when you are competing controller versus keyboard. It's uneven. Well, GDR, for example, I play Battlefield 6 on controller. I play Call of Duty on controller. On my PC. I don't bitch and whine. But guess what? I'm better on this controller when it comes to Battlefield and Call of Duty than I am on a keyboard and mouse. And I'm still getting my kills. I'm still doing all right. I can't help it if your platform doesn't offer the power to go above 60 FPS. And really, I don't personally, I just don't care if console users are going to cry about controller versus keyboard and mouse, because I use this for a good amount of multiplayer games and I still do all right. And I deal with the cheating and I still do all right. Like all the things that you're bringing up, you're just upset about it and I don't care because I still do decent either way. So I don't care. Now, you don't, and what I'm saying is, it's fine if you have a problem with it, but personally, I just don't care, even despite me dealing with some of the same things that you're bringing up. Console has the ability to use keyboard, then use keyboard. Yeah. I mean, and honestly, I think that they should offer you more options. But I think that that's literally one of my biggest gripes with console gaming, is that they don't offer you many options. And they're limited. So I play on my keyboard and I dominate. So I get where console gamers come from. I mean, and that's cool. Shout out to you. But get good. I mean, if you're on console and you're not good enough with a controller, because I can still get my kills and I can still clean up on a controller. As a Battlefield player, cheaters do exist. The gamers really do use cheaters as a cope for being trash. Absolutely. There's a lot. I mean, for example, with COD, bro, how many people bitch and whine about a Twitch shooter in COD? people can find any perspective to bitch and whine about. You could play the replay 1,000 times. They'll still be like, "Oh, it wasn't my fault." Bro, I don't know. Some people bitch and whine about multiplayer, but and sometimes there's a lot of people that I'm not convinced they even enjoy these games. I use controller on Team Fortress 2. Yeah, so on Arc Raiders, I use keyboard and mouse. I feel pretty comfortable on keyboard and mouse. But Battlefield and Call of Duty, I just don't feel comfortable on keyboard and mouse. Rainbow Six used to be insane. Yep. I play competitively on PlayStation. The higher ranked players are using keyboard and mouse, but some were still on controllers. People found a way on controller to use the keyboard and mouse. Yeah, I just think that is a lot of like just complaining for complaining's sake. Some people are just better on keyboard and mouse. Some people are just better on controller. You can dominate on keyboard and mouse, but I dominate on controller. Like if I'm playing Battlefield 6, I am objectively going to play way better on my controller, even when I technically shouldn't, but that's because I'm retarded. I'm going to play way better on controller than I am on keyboard and mouse.
On this show, because everybody's going to be watching the show. Not everybody, but you have a mass majority of people who are going to watch the show. There's no more E3. So people like who want to see something, who have this prospect of seeing new games. Like I only watch the Game Awards for the trailers. I give a fuck who wins Game of the Year. I think it's all voted by people who ain't gamers in the fucking first place. So why the fuck would I care about what they believe is Game of the Year if they ain't played the game they call it Game of the Year? You know what I'm saying? But
well, some of the people in your community think that shit matters more than the actual quality of the games themselves. Like, or the fun factor of the games that are presented. Like literally the Game Award shit gets announced, and guess what? I automatically see ponies just glazing. How many nominations, PlayStation got? Like this is loser ass mentality from motherfuckers that don't even know anything about gaming to begin with. The thing that's really going to ruin console gaming is the price. Next gen consoles is going to make PC gaming more mainstream. And yeah, I think that is definitely one of the biggest issues, GDR. It's already an issue right now. Look at the price of these consoles going up. Console prices, despite being 5 years old, these consoles are getting more expensive. How does that work? No, Patrick, the nominations just happened for the Game Awards, so we went over that. Colin was glazing hard. Yeah, they value this shit more than they actually value the games themselves. Literally a number of fake fucking trophies for a bunch of retards. They value that shit more than anything. Ame said I was killing too many people in Battlefield 6, going 60 kills, 6 deaths, fire.
But still, that's just me. That's just me. But still, I know that people watch it, if anything, for the trailers. And they should have had a trailer launching the SteamOS. That's how Microsoft went from having a trash-ass Xbox One to then rebuilding hype for the Xbox Series by having the Xbox Series have a surprise announcement launch. Or not launch, but a surprise announcement, of this shit happening, right? This shit's coming out next year. The SteamOS is coming out. The Steam machine is coming out next year. And Microsoft did the same thing. I think in 2019, they showed that it was coming out in 2020, right? And they showed the game. They showed the game exclusively for Xbox, which was Hellblade 2, right? They lied about how the shit looks, but it still came out looking good, just playing bad. But still, there was that hype behind that. There was not...
Fluffy says, I can't use a keyboard because it causes my hand to cramp. And that's what the amazing thing on PC is. You got the options. Imagine if that thing happened in reverse, but you're on a console, right? The controller makes your hand cramp. You don't have really much options. That really sucks.
Not only a hype behind the machine, but more so was hype behind how the game looks on that machine and what games are going to be exclusively for that machine for me to want to buy that machine. You got to have a reason to sell your machine, like regardless of what you do, but you got to be able to get in front of the eyes. You don't have a state of play. You don't have a developers direct or a Nintendo Treehouse, what the fuck they call that shit. You don't have that for Steam, right? So you need to piggyback off something that's bigger than you, and as far as where people's eyes are, people do not watch, not even PC gamers watch like PC gaming conferences. They're fucking boring. They're full of little ass indies that nobody fucking wants. Facts, not fiction. You know what I mean? And so...
You mean some of these very same indies that get nominated for Game of the Year awards, bro? Like, people watch these events and whatnot, and it's cool to look forward to video games. What matters is, are the games good or not? We could watch if your argumentation is watching upcoming games being more important than playing good games, like you already lost the conversation entirely.
They fucked up on not putting themselves in front of the eyes like this. You can be on Twitter all day and you're gonna have the same Twitter personalities saying the same shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have this.
And a lot of us Twitter personalities, right? A lot of us don't even talk about video games. Some don't play video games at all. How often does King Thrash play a game on his channel? I'll check right now. How often does King Thrash play a game on his channel? One, two. Silent Hill F. 3. Reaction. 7 months ago? Hold on. He played 3 times 1 month ago. Then the last time after that is 7 months ago. All right, brother. J-Tech do better. J-Tech do better, bro. Crazy. Cage, I thought you was about to roast Smash. Aw, man. It's crazy because guess what? A lot of our own audience don't even like to watch us play games. They want to hear us more talking about games than anything else. Look at the examples. Look at the examples on his channel, bro. And guess what? My channel does this shit too because, like, sometimes people don't want to watch us even play video games. Look, podcasts, 4,000, almost 5,000 views. Podcast, 6,000 views. Plays video game, 700 views. Plays video game, 1,000 views. Plays video game, 1.5K. 1.5K. So we gonna pretend we just ignore the realities. Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna ignore reality. All right, brother. I like watching Hypno Game when you guys get on and play it at weird times. Yeah, for me, it's very weird because I have very limited time. So I try to play when I can. I try to fit in the Tuesday stream to sometimes play video games, sometimes talk about games, sometimes do something else, whatever have you. The Tuesday stream is more of like, who knows what's going to happen. He gets more traffic covering Xbox, absolutely. I'm bouncing, can't deal with this idiot. No, I appreciate you sticking around as long as you could. Casualties. Yo, take care, Blaze of Silver. Take care, Casualties. Appreciate you guys. Posted Metal Gear Solid Delta like last month or month before.
Same Twitter personality. Then you'll have a
like
YouTube.
Both, I slightly
you have a lot of people watching shit and all
stuff.
that, but the hype
what's up,
is not there. Especially if you're angry.
Where the funding at? We're like, I'll check it out.
Is for people who don't have high-end shit. You know? You get people who don't have high-end shit, like they don't got their ear to the goddamn streets on gaming. They don't really have.
That's not true at all. That's literally the bulk of. Literally, no console gamer knows what it is to have high-end shit. The mass majority of PC gamers don't know what it is to have the high-end shit. Like, what is the argumentation? You should wear a Phillies hat? Hell no. Nope. No Phillies hat for me, bro. I don't understand this argumentation, bro. Because it literally counts for his own platform. You don't know what it is to have high-end shit in King Thrash. We're at like 122. We're at $122, so we're still less than halfway to tier 1.
Have that big of a care or passion for gaming like that. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying that they're not into the mainstream gaming part. If you
literally there's no way to judge us. Everything that he's saying is just his own bullshit ass opinion. And he doesn't care about the actual people he's talking about or their opinion. There's plenty of people that are super passionate about gaming. It's just not in the way that you want. And at the end of the day, who gives a fuck what King Thrash wants? There's plenty of passionate people that are passionate about modding, that are passionate about playing Skyrim for the fucking 5,000th time, modded to the brim with like 700 fucking plus mods, right? There's people that are passionate as fuck about that. I mean, are you gonna say that Skyrim grandma wasn't passionate for over a fucking decade about Skyrim? Are we gonna pretend it doesn't exist? It's just not passionate in the way that you value. And who gives a fuck? Who the fuck thinks that you're passionate to begin with? Who the fuck are you passionate? Who the fuck knows? You just jump from the most popular thing and just keep on going from the next popular thing to the next popular thing to the next popular thing. You're literally all you're passionate about is about hating on Xbox. That's literally the most passionate this asshole is. But apparently, I guess he's more passionate about gaming than the people that he's criticizing. Crazy, right? PS5 will never be PS1, 2, or 3. They all push limits. Dazzlin', I agree with you, bro. Even despite PS3 struggling, it at least did come into its own and then push the limits once it figured out where it stood. Sony chose hardware over games. It died. Thrash needs to accept it. I wish they would have made a mod to make Starfield better. I mean, there are mods to make Starfield better. It just depends on what you value as better. But there are mods that make the experience better. Speaking of Xbox, 360 is now 20 years old. Damn, Steve. Make me
why
feel
would you
old,
have
brother.
a gaming PC that don't really, that's no powerful than this, right? And give a fuck about games that you're not gonna be able to play anyway. Like you're not giving a fuck that much. Like you're reaching the vast minority. You're trying to reach the vast majority of PC gamers, but by doing it in a way that they won't see. You're having the hardcore motherfuckers, the people.
No, I feel like this doesn't literally even pertain to the Steam machine. Like literally just shitting out of his mouth, things that don't even matter.
Who aren't going to buy your shit see this shit, or people who just buy it just to say they bought it, make a YouTube video about it, and pretend that they're enjoying it. That's the only ones that you're going to get. So if you're trying to get free commercials, then I guess there you have it. I guess I don't know, but in reality, like they started off by launching it
Gonna buy a Steam box
by
GDR?
not putting it in front of everybody's faces. So now it's a Twitter talk. Now it's a YouTube talk. And then when the Game Awards come around, if you have a trailer there, it's not going to have that same impact, because then it's going to be like the people who've seen it already is going to be like, okay, well, what games are going to be on it, or what are you going to show me?
No, because people that already want it are PC gamers that just already like, okay, so how is this going to play my games that I already own? That's literally what everyone's thinking, really. I want to see this game playing Unreal Engine 5. I want to see this system playing Unreal Engine 5 games, like challenging Unreal Engine 5 games. Can it handle it? At what levels? What, resolutions am I at the seller for? What frame rates? Literally we want to see the specs at play with games that we're going to be playing out in the wild, like right now. That's what I'm interested in. All right, Melodic Method, thank you so much for hanging out with us, and thank you for the gifties. Appreciate you, homie. What is the price of the Steam box? We do not know yet, GDR. This is all the stuff. These are all the stuff that we want answers to. That's literally your question. Is what is the real question on other people's minds? Not, oh, what exclusives is this platform? Is this box gonna play? What exclusives? No, literally nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody's thinking that. We want to know how much is it, and how is it running the games that we want to play on it.
You gonna show me a controller, nigga? Like, what are you gonna show me? So, I kind of struggle on seeing who's this aimed at. I have
all his argumentation is, well, how do they market this? Which literally leads back to my point. All that matters is marketing. It doesn't, exclusives don't matter. It's just, how are you going to market the box?
people telling me that it's aimed for consoles, people telling me that it's aimed for PC players with a lower spec, and some people telling me that it's aimed for high-end PC guys who just want something that's easy and compact, that they don't got to unplug their shit and put it into a TV and still play their libraries. And that sounds like it was made for a lot of people. But then it's like, at the end of the day, you're selling to people who already have devices. What do you have that's going to remove me from a PlayStation, remove me from an Xbox,
only
a Nintendo
playing
Switch,
Blue
or a PC?
only playing Blue Protocol, if that's what you want to do, shout out to you. Thrash is dealing with a heavy dose of 7 steps of denial, shock, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, testing, and acceptance. Real question is, will it run Arma 4?
Like, what do you actually have that's going to remove me? Don't tell me your storefront when your storefront is full of games that are very small indie games. And don't tell me your storefront.
And your storefront is full of that shit too. Like, literally, King Thrash calls himself an S tier gamer. He's a shovelware tier gamer. He has a bunch of platinums that are just shovelware platinum garbage, easy plats. Garbage like that. He's a shovelware class gamer. He knows plenty of indie stuff on his own platform. I'll wager Cass is firstborn. That'll be Half-Life 3 on release. I don't know. Special education gamer. Oh man.
Just because you got Xbox
exactly,
and PlayStation
Aaron, like his
games on
plat
there,
list.
when my Xbox and PlayStation will be able to run these games better. Was that VRAM 8 gigabytes? Like, how the fuck do you even live with that? Like, how the fuck? What game you running? You can't barely run current gen games on that. It don't even matter how much you sell it for at that point.
Yo, it's crazy how like console gremlins are running with this 8 gigs of VRAM and they don't even understand anything about the tech side of gaming. They literally all of them, all they did was they immediately ran to go watch the fuck's it called? They ran to watch that one fucking YouTube channel, Digital Foundry, and literally just ran with the talking points. And Digital Foundry literally makes their content so that the dumbest of the dumb can understand them. So literally, they make their content for console gamers, even if they're talking about PCs. Crazy, right? And they're all just running with the same thing. They have no understanding of anything in regards to VRAM. They don't get it. They don't get it. And if you bring up Volk that the total system memory is 24 gigabytes, they don't understand that either.
It's acceptable if it's a handheld, because people are like, well, it's a handheld, so it's not going to be able to run this and that and do this and that the way you want to do this and that. It's like you know they give that excuse of it's a handheld. This ain't a handheld, so there ain't no excuses. There isn't no excuses. If you want to roll with the big boys, you're gonna have to play like the big boys. This system is handicapped.
And literally makes the argumentation that the big boys don't even matter anyway because they don't even make games for like high tier PCs. That's his argumentation. Like, you can't win with this retarded mindset because it makes no sense. Because if you want to talk about big boys, then we talk about PCs that run 9800X 3Ds and 5090s. But he disqualifies that because they don't make games specifically for those platforms. Oh, well, these aren't big boys. Now the Steam machine is not a big boy console, right? It isn't a big boy in general, so therefore it also doesn't count. Like, there is no basis of argumentation to be had here. It's just everything that I don't indulge in personally is disqualified. Therefore, PlayStation win. There's 16 shared gigs of memory on the PS5. Guaranteed 8 is dedicated to RAM, 8 is allotted to VRAM, considering the base resolution that PS5 games run with. This is going to take over the console gaming if the price is right. I don't think so. And I hope it doesn't. I really hope it does not. Where are the Steam machine exclusives? I know, right? Unforgiven, because apparently that's what is going to sell this box. But he wants to talk about hardware, but apparently all that matters is the exclusives. My exclusives, man. I don't think so, GDR.
On every front.
Steam Deck didn't.
On every front. I'm not even on every front.
Steam Deck is one of the most powerful hardwares out there. It's one of the cheapest. It's cheaper than even a Nintendo system. It's cheaper than Nintendo Switch too. And still, what it's still like 4 million units, give or take, maybe a little more.
Fucking handicap. And I watched their little
Nope.
sit down that they had with
There is no indication that you will be able to buy a Steam machine at your local Walmart or Costco, etc. It could happen, but there is no indication that Steam is changing any of what they've been doing the past 4 years. So
with IGN. They had a little sit down with them, and they kept mentioning the fucking Steam Deck. I'm like, why do they keep bringing up the Steam Deck for? Like, oh, it's just like a Steam Deck. It's a Steam Deck, but you know, like in the Steam, it's like, why the fuck do you keep mentioning the fucking Steam? Like, that's not a good mention, nigga. But
That's
I think, see, what I believe, is that they're soon going to also announce a new Steam Deck. And they're going to have the Steam Deck have the same specs as this. That's why I kept saying, oh, it's 6 times more powerful than a fucking Steam Deck. I'm like, cool. It's 6 times more powerful. Did you just say FSR? To get 60 frames per second? So we got fake frames. So it's like shit that we're dealing with now. Okay, we're dealing with shit now. Like, I don't.
Does he not understand that? Does he not understand how fucking PS5 manages to hit 60? Barely. Most of the time when they say, oh, this is a 60 FPS mode, normally it's like all over the place, or it's at like 45 FPS. How many fake frames on the PS5? How much variable resolution comes into play on the PS5 and the Pro? Checkerboard? Yeah, it's almost like this situation only matters when it comes to PC. But when looking at your own platform, all of a sudden, no, we don't think about that. Metal Gear sub 40 FPS in 60 FPS mode. Crazy, right? Yeah, no, 60 FPS is the baseline for PC gamers. 100%. Valve is a wild card. Nobody really knows what they're going to do with this box. Let's all just enjoy the ride. No need for predictions. Yeah, for me, either way, I know I'm going to be happy because my expectations are very much in check. Like for me, I'm literally just going to buy a portable, likely 1080p screen that will probably I'm probably going to get one that's like 120 hertz. But my goal is 1080p 60 as the baseline for all the games. Yo, Viz, what's good, homie? Like I have very tempered expectations because that's all I need in the grand scheme of things while I'm at work. We cap at 4K if we have the hardware to play it.
Think people get how
do
much
1440? See, for me personally, I more so care about frame rate. Like I'd rather have 90 plus hertz than 60. Like that's what matters to me more. I think 1440p is a great resolution, but on like for me it's like a big screen, it's like amazing, right? For me on my ultra wide, I love 1440p. But for like an 18-inch display, for example, which is what I'm going to be aiming for, like between like 16, 18-inch portable display that I'll take to work with me, I don't see needing 1440p. I mean, more is better, right? But I don't think I need it. I just want the higher frame rates.
Let me ask you a question. Is it going to sell more than a Wii U? Is it going to sell more than a fucking Wii? Oh, when are we going to actually hold these motherfuckers accountable like we hold consoles accountable to shit? Like if you're going to make a dedicated hardware, then if you're going to look at it from a
nobody cares. Literally gamers on PC don't give a fuck. Like who here is like literally like shitting on the Steam Deck for only selling like what 4+ million units? No, we're just like, oh my god, the Steam Deck is awesome. It's portable gaming. Oh, it's actually influenced other creators, other platforms to exist, other fucking PC handhelds to exist. Like all this shit is awesome. Like we're seeing PC gaming expand in ways that I didn't think that we were gonna see. Like nobody cares about that. Nobody sees it as a bad thing, because Valve doesn't care. They're making things within reason. It's not like they have to answer to anybody. They're not upset. Why do I give a fuck? I'm out here being able to play games at my job. Obviously, the Steam Deck is limited, so I can only play certain games at my job. That's why I want the Steam machine, so then I can play whatever I want at my job. My PS5 Pro took one look at the Steam machine and said, yeah, you could sell me. I'm never going to be good enough. That's crazy. Maybe you should hold out for the attachable GameCube screen that will inevitably be made, just like old school console screens. Oh, the ones that like attach to the top. I had one of those for my PS2. It was pretty cool.
Console perspective, then will it sell more than a Wii U? Because
I want one so I can get people into racing. Hell
it's
yeah!
Like there was always this, like when it came to Steam and the way Steam is, with the Steam Deck, like they didn't hold it accountable for its lack of sales, right?
Yeah, because nobody
Like
cares about that. Because like only loser ass fucking console gremlins care about this because they have nothing to play. Because unless a fucking exclusive comes out, you fucking losers, you're like deadbeat gamers. Like you're just looking forward to the next exclusive. Like now that Ghost of Yote is come and gone like a fucking wet fart, now you guys are gonna be dick glazing Naughty Dog for the next 5 fucking years in hopes of getting their next latest release. Like, you guys have nothing to look forward to because you guys are the most pathetic fucking losers in the space. All you do is bitch and whine about Xbox and wait for the next fucking PlayStation console gremlin exclusive that's going to inevitably be a disappointment, but you'll still talk it up anyway, even though it'll come and go like the next wet fart.
Like
what a fucking loser, right?
Saying,
Holy
they're
shit.
in competition with the Switch and they can play Switch games.
Yeah, motherfuckers is so depressed on the PS5 that motherfuckers is still hoping for a remake of Bloodborne, a last-gen video game. That's what they want more than anything else is a remake of Bloodborne and a Bloodborne 2. Fucking losers, bro. They're more worried about sales than actually about enjoying video games because they're miserable as fuck. Why is he concerned that it's going to sell more than the Wii U or not? Because, Ajay, he's a fucking loser. Literally, people like this deserve to be made fun of. You are a loser-ass, pathetic individual. You don't actually enjoy gaming. You're fucking failure. Honestly, like, there is nothing here that has led me, and we've been at this for, like, what, an hour and a half or so. There's nothing that has led me to believe that you give a fuck about gaming. You obviously don't care about this system. There's no reason for you to talk about it because you're not even remotely educated on the subject matter. My favorite games are third party. I think the best games have been third party or indie this generation. Did I hear him say Switch or Steam games? Bro, he's been this is an insane fucking video of complete total mental retardation.
And then don't sell.
Yo, Francisco, what's good, my man?
Steam
Hope
decks.
you're doing
You know
well.
what I'm saying? Like, fucking Nintendo Switch 2 has already outsold the entirety of every single fucking handheld gaming quote unquote PC. Already outsold it. Less than a year.
Did you buy one? Do you care about Switch games? Then why do you care about the sales of the Switch 2? Like the same, bro, the people that have zero interest in the Nintendo, the Switch 2, or Switch video games, like they're the ones that'll constantly talk about this shit.
Do the populace actually want this? If you, I get like
Yo, it
Steam,
never
Steam
fails, bro.
is a successful store. Get that. But they're not selling to the right people. Steam is a successful place, but Steam Deck, the Steam machine and the Steam Deck is not being sold correctly, and it would never be successful because of that. It would never reflect the attach rate that they have. And it's because a lot of people don't understand that the majority of Steam players are fucking in China.
Bro, this dude cares more about a major corporation's success than the value that a piece of hardware that a gamer invests in being a benefit to them. Like for me, the Steam Deck has been a net benefit. Like it is an objective benefit to me as a gamer. That does not matter to people like this. All that matters is how much did the mega corporation make and sell. Crazy, right? Fucking insane. Not, oh, does this actual hardware actually benefit the user, the gamer?
Is there a China trader anywhere? Did y'all make a Chinese trader for them Chinese motherfuckers that have Chinese Steam? Because they make up the majority of the people that you have. No, you focused it on the Western.
Who cares?
Because you know the Western society is more susceptible to bullshit and to try to hype up bullshit that they just automatically want to stand behind without even knowing what the fuck it is. But at the end of the day, y'all should be pushing.
Is he like, is this the usual Chinese gamers don't matter thing? What the fuck? Did you catch that? He really just said most PC gamers are in China. He did. And my thing is, what does that matter? Are Chinese people not human beings? Do they not matter? Steam Deck is a great device, and I hardly play it. And will definitely buy the Steam machine. I'm wrong. I think it's more even split for PC games. Like, for me, I don't really know. I haven't looked into it. I just don't understand this mentality to begin with of like, well, let's just keep it a buck. Most PC gamers are in China. And it's like, but they're still valid. Like, that literally they're just boosting our numbers anyway. How is that a negative thing? I don't understand it. Oh, I live in China too, I guess. I know, right? He's not acknowledging you, Ajay. He said Western gamers care about bullshit, aka consoles. Crazy, right? Does his brain operate outside the confines of tribalism? No, not at all, Paper Lager. Not even a little bit. No, everything about every argumentation he's presented so far is entirely based on the PlayStation tribalist mindset. That's it.
The Chinese market hard. But see, it's hard to get into the console space of that. The reason why Steam is so fucking successful in China is because China loves Steam. Their government will allow Steam to happen. They don't barely allow PlayStations and Xbox. They barely got that up in the motherfucking market over there. But it's like, y'all should have Chinese influencers on this shit tough. Like, if it even matters. But if you already losing half of your user base because you can't sell it in China, then you have a whole lot more work to do. And
what is he talking about? What is he talking about? I mean, if they can't sell the Steam machine in China, I mean, he's literally just saying that the Steam machine is going to sell about the same as consoles do in China. What does that mean? What does that even mean? Literally means nothing. He's literally just saying a whole lot of nothing. So Steam is a Chinese collaborator. This Chinese hate is crazy. Bro, I don't even know if he knows what he's saying. I can't co-sign nothing this man says about PC because he literally has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Absolutely, Steam is based in the US. But he's just saying that he claims that most of Steam's user base is in China and they can't sell Steam machines in China. Who cares? I don't give a fuck. I want one. And guess what? It doesn't matter. Here's the best thing. It does not matter. Here's the thing that it kills these motherfuckers inside, right? If a PlayStation came out tomorrow and it didn't sell, well, like the Vita, say the Vita, bro, the Vita came out, didn't sell, even though I bought 2 of them, right? But it didn't sell. Guess what? PlayStation stopped supporting Vita. Literally, the Steam machine could come out tomorrow, sell like 10 units, and still be supported the same way as though it would have been sold, as though it would have sold, like, say 10 million units in a year. right? It doesn't matter. I'm still going to have the same experience across the board. That's it. Literally, Steam is still going to support it the same way, whether it sells 10 units or 10 million units. That's the great thing about it. You're not going to lose support for the Steam machine just fucking because, oh, well, the system didn't sell. That's why consoles suck. That's why the Vita, it sucked. Like, I love Vita. Vita has some dope-ass games, but the experience sucked because Sony was like, well, it didn't sell enough, so we're not going to support it anymore. That sucks.
Makes it even more imperative that you put this in front of as many people as you can, bro. You need to make a spectacle about it. You can't have two dudes sitting on a fucking couch talking about Steam Deck and how similar it is to Steam Deck. You're not going to sell it. Like I said, it's always that initial hype of people saying,
so talk about Steam Deck, how it's similar to Steam Deck. Literally, bro can't even speak. I thought I was retarded. Holy shit.
oh, it's going to sell. It's going to hurt Xbox's thing too. Like people saying shit too.
Yeah. Mr. FU brings up the PSVR 2. Yeah, look at what happened PSVR 2. Didn't sell well. Sony don't talk about that shit no more. Sony don't really support that shit no more. There's people that spent... excuse me. There's people that spent more money on the PSVR 2 than they did for their own console. And now guess what? That shit is just a paperweight in Sony's eyes. Oh my god. Bro, I pressed the wrong fucking button.
You can, bro. You need to make a spectacle about it. You can't have two dudes sitting on a fucking couch talking about Steam Deck and how similar it is to Steam Deck. You're not going to sell it. Like I said, it's always that initial hype of people saying, oh, it's going to sell.
I am skilled when it comes to burping. Yeah, glad you never invested in PSVR, VR2. Yeah, this would be a big.
It's going to hurt Xbox's thing too. Like people saying that shit too. I don't believe that either. Honestly, I don't believe that either. I think that Xbox is doing enough to hurt itself. I don't think that this is going to affect the trajectory or the deflation of Xbox brand. I think Microsoft is doing a pretty good job by themselves. I don't think that market, that both of these guys are trying to attack the same market. I don't think that market gives a fuck about either of those things. The market doesn't care about OEMs are not new, right? They have PC console hybrids, which we want to pretend that we want to call it that. That's been around for decades and it has never picked up. You know why they never picked up? Because it doesn't fucking offer shit. It sits in the middle of the worst spaces in the gaming space. It doesn't give PC gamers what the fuck they want. It doesn't give console gamers what the fuck they want. It just wants to exist. It just wants to leech off of what those platforms have created.
It literally gives niche alternatives to people. And guess what? Yes, it will have niche sales, but that doesn't mean that there is no reason for niche alternatives to exist. Like, they can simply just exist. Like, the great thing for why these systems exist is because, hey, the mainstream option doesn't always appeal to everybody. Well, here's a less mainstream option that offers this specific feature or this specific thing, whatever have you, that makes it stand out to this specific person. Like, literally, what are you arguing about? Like, I don't understand how sad you have to be in order to literally hate on something that's for a niche audience to begin with. And we're not even talking about a specific thing. He's just talking out of his ass. Why he mad? Because that's literally just, that's what King Thrash does. He comes here and rants about shit he doesn't understand. I think he's more mad because he literally doesn't understand. I mean, it takes work to bullshit your way through most shit, like King Thrash does. So, it doesn't surprise me at all.
It wants to leech off of having third-party developer games on a platform without actually offering anything to the gaming space. What does the Steam Deck offer to the gaming space? Huh? What the fuck does it offer? Honest to fucking God, it's not going to give you the specs that you want. It's not going to give you the freedoms of PC. It's not going to be able to play all your PC games. You understand that? Like, you're going to have a thing called Steam Machine that doesn't have the ability to properly play every game on Steam. How is that a plus? How is that a plus? You got to look for games that work on this shit. Don't even give you a list. How is that a plus? How?
What is he
You know what I'm saying?
talking
Like, how the fuck, whether you own these games already or not, how is that a plus? Oh, its main selling point is that it can play games you already own. like it's a launcher with a
Absolutely. And if you're coming from a Steam Deck, it plays them better. If you're coming from older hardware that's like, 6 to 10 years old, yeah, it plays them better too. Going from a Windows OS to a Steam OS, making the experience better just because it's running on a lighter operating system that's more streamlined. Yeah, better. Say that to my PS3 games that don't play on my PS5 clone. Yeah, literally, the biggest reason why people stay on the platforms that they have is because of the library they already own. That is one of the biggest arguments on console gaming. That is why, guess what? PS5 made sure that PS4 games were backwards compatible. For the most part, almost all of them are. Because that shit does matter, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Like, motherfuckers like this want to live in ignorance, bro.
box. That is it. It doesn't offer new exclusives. It doesn't offer any new wow factor to the game in space. It has a fucking controller that looks crazy as fuck with no innovation on it whatsoever. Like, it just, like, and it doesn't have innovation. I want y'all to say, oh, the mouse trackpad, bitch, that's Steam Machine 1, nigga, and that shit fell through the water so fucking quick. Like, nobody want to fucking play like that. We're gonna have it. Look how far.
Yeah, it failed and they did their homework and now they're literally coming back from a different angle, knowing a lot more shit. What are we talking about? Literally, if we're gonna hold this Steam Machine to like the previous one's standards, we're being willfully ignorant. You're choosing to be retarded. PC, you can switch from one machine to the next, either on storage transfer or through cloud saves. Exactly. Literally, his argumentation is, well, look at how bad the first Steam machine was.
Far down you gotta put your thumb away from buttons and shit too. Like, how far down you gotta put your fucking thumbs to do that? Who the fuck wanna? PC gamers don't even game like. Who the fuck wanna do all? It offers nothing, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying that, bro, you need to offer the gaming space something. You need to offer them something. You know what the biggest nail in the fucking coffin?
I'm so glad that console gremlins feel this way. I'm glad that you feel like this platform doesn't offer anything to you. I can't help it if you're retarded. You're choosing to be retarded. I'm glad that this system is literally, you can't wrap your mind around why it exists. That means dummies like you will never be here. And that means so much to me. That makes me happy. I live to know that you're too dumb to wrap your mind around this hardware, which means you will not actually fuck with it. That's a good thing. We don't need dummies like you here. Like, literally, there are platforms that are made for you, made for stupid people. That is PlayStation. You're welcome to stay there. I hope PlayStation lasts forever, so, or at least until, the geriatrics like you happen to sayonara. And, yeah, because literally don't need people like you on our hardware. Top Hats is right, absolutely. Yeah, Aaron, this is the same dude that literally can't widescreen a game, full screen a game on PC. Can't do it. We don't need people like this on PC. PC 100% is closed. Yep. Wolfrey. Thrash is willfully ignorant, and I love him for it. He's my favorite fanboy. If I wanted to play VR, I think I would rather buy a secondhand PSVR 2 for PS4 for cheap and use the money to save towards the Steam machine. I mean, if that's your best, if that works best for your situation. But yeah, I wouldn't want to use PlayStation VR. The OG one especially, too many wires. I feel like the experience is just awful. I hear that the screen is kind of shit too, and even the headset itself. But I mean, if that's how you want to try VR gaming, I mean, it's it is a modest entry point to see if you like it or not. So that's, positive there.
And there's the biggest nail in the coffin is this. To add insult to injury on not having a powerful platform.
We
Not
ain't doing funnies, bro, because I have to leave in like 10 minutes. It's over, bro. You can't take this on, man, but this is your guy, bro. This is your brother, my guy. Damn, bro, we only got 25 minutes in. That's crazy. There's an hour. I don't know if you guys want to continue this on Thursday.
having games that utilize that platform to even impress, like say Nintendo have they have a low respect console, but then their first party games impress because these first party games take advantage of the console better than anybody else would be able to. You not only not have that, you're launching in 2026. The weakest point in PC gaming, 2026, because no matter what y'all say, no matter what anybody wants to tell y'all out there on these gaming motherfucking streets.
Guess what? The GTA 6 cope, it's got to be the GTA 6 cope every time, bro. Every fucking time.
No matter what the fuck y'all motherfuckers want to say. Gaming is the heart. And anybody who doesn't respect that
is it the GTA 6 cope?
Regardless. That is the reason why everything is everything. The fact that you're launching in 2026, the same year that Wolverine is launching on PlayStation, the same year
my God.
that Grand Theft Auto is launching.
You are coping and seething.
Yo, every time, bro. My exclusives, but gotta bring up GTA.
Coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard.
Every time, bro, it's the same dog and pony show, literally. No pun necessary. Apparently Wolverine, even though that game looks kind of mid, fucking boring. I'm really not impressed personally. I don't feel like I need it. Now, if it was an X-Men game, it'd be a little bit different. But it's just Wolverine. Reskin of Spider-Man. It definitely it shares a lot of the same animations as Spider-Man. It'll just be a more, it'll be gory and stuff, right? Which I think is cool. You can make a video on PC, you can't do that natively on console. Maybe a Dream Engine, but not anymore. You can make video games on PC. You can do whatever you could do, bro. But to him, that's a detriment. It's like, oh well, you could do other things besides game on PC. Well, that's a bad thing, huh?
On fucking consoles the same year that Gears E-Day or whatever is launching, they're supposed to launch. I don't think Fable won't launch 2026. But still, the same year that these major games are launching, right? I mean, less so E-Day, but still, E-Day is still major. I'm gonna get that. I'm a Gears fan, so if they're going back to Marcus Phoenix days, I'm with it, right? On PlayStation. But still, you won't get Grand Theft Auto. You don't have enough power to run a Wolverine if it did come years later.
Yo, son. You're telling me that this can't run Wolverine, bro. Meanwhile, this system is going to play Spider-Man 2. Gonna play Spider-Man. It's gonna play all of the fucking PlayStation third-party video games. People on PC gonna be alright, brother. Literally, it's the same, bro. It's the same dog and pony show. GTA 6, whether it comes day one or months later, who gives a fuck? It's gonna, like everything else, is gonna end up on PC. And guess what? People are gonna be playing on the Steam machine. Who gives a fuck? Like literally, your argumentation once again is so fucking weak. It never fails with these fucking guys every time, dog. Every fucking time. Literally, they'll be here. They'll be here, like everything else. And it's crazy because they don't even know how truly powerful this machine is. Because the factor really is the Steam OS situation. So we don't know how powerful it is. Some people are saying it's in between an Xbox Series S and a PS5, but not more powerful than a PS5. I think you're literally just retarded. I think you're literally just completely retarded. Don't tell me what is going to run. What if you can't even count on count to 10? Damn. Yeah. Bros literally talking this talk can't even count to 10, but they swear that everything Digital Foundry says is correct, and they'll just directly reference Digital Foundry. 1080p, 144 hertz, and they'll say, what about resolution? While they choose 60 FPS, 720 modes. Literally, Jinx, it's crazy how their standards are for this box versus their own box. But most PlayStation console gremlins are going to be playing GTA 6 at 30 FPS. The mass majority of them, if not all of them, depending on the situation, right? At least the mass majority of PlayStation console gremlins, they will in fact be playing GTA 6 at 30 FPS. That's it. Bro, I don't give a fuck. No matter what, bro. No matter what, on any PC platform that I'm on, the reality is I never see 30 FPS. That is the one thing that I refuse. Haven't seen it. Haven't seen it in years. Don't want to see it. Good stream, everybody. Y'all have a great, safe night. Hey, appreciate you, Nissan. Yo, Dozer, what's good, my man? How you know? Because that's literally what is going to happen, bro. How you know it's going to run at 60? There is more reason to believe that the game is going to run at 30 than at 60. And if you think otherwise, you're coping. It's not about the size, it's about the thickness. Oh, shit.
To run an E-Day if it did come day and date. You offer the lower end quality, or not at all, of the gaming, biggest games in the gaming space. Everyone is going to be clamoring for Grand Theft Auto, whether you like it or not. I don't even like Grand Theft Auto. I don't even like Grand Theft Auto. I don't. I'm not a big fan.
Then, Ahmed, how does he know anything about any of this? We could all say nobody knows. But there's more reason to believe that because you have very little choice on console gaming, that you'll be, if you have a PS5, a base PS5, you'll be likely playing Grand Theft Auto at 30. And to be honest with you, you might be playing that shit at way lower than 30. In terms of consistency, yeah, you're going to likely be going under 30 FPS. So have fun with that. That is more likely than any other option that is out there. That's it. So we could say, well, we can't talk about it because, oh, nobody knows. That's just cope too, my guy. That's just cope too. And guess what? There's more incentive to make it 30.
Rumor is Steam Cube is 6x the Steam Deck XD.
Well, no, they've already said. That's not even a rumor, Devastator. That is a fact. Thank you so much for the 2. That was literally the first thing that they compared it to, was they compared the Steam machine to 6 times the power of a Steam Deck, which is good. That's good enough for me, for what I want to do, right? Yeah, what incentive is there for Rockstar to make sure this game runs at 60 FPS on base PS5s? What incentive is there? They want to sell it to you again anyway. Because guess what? The PS6 is going to come out, a year after GTA 5 on the console? And guess what? They're going to sell you the same motherfucking game again. With better resolutions, better features, better details, this and that.
Fan of Grand Theft Auto. But
people on PC are just going to buy it once.
Legacy.
And that's it. And have it forever.
How great. And I understand how great Grand Theft Auto is. I just be having motherfucking open world fatigue. Like, I just
Well, that's not true, man, because what you're saying is it could end up at running at 60 FPS too. So you're just choosing to have you're just choosing to have the more idealistic approach to it. That's the way I see it. I think I'm having the more realistic approach to the situation. You're being more idealistic. So
I want to arc. I'm gonna still buy it. I bought every fucking Grand Theft Auto. I still buy it, play them, beat them, but I'm not a big fan of them, right? But I know the legacy.
You could be optimistic, I mean, but the fact that I'm choosing to be more realistic, you're saying, well, we don't know. We don't know. Well, I know a general idea of what we're looking at. Mine is definitely the more realistic likelihood. One single game on consoles, meanwhile on PC, I get everything else. Yeah, exactly. We have games that will never see the light of day on console, right? Which I think sucks, right? But unfortunately, consoles are severely curated to the point where it does take the option away from the user more often than not. I'm not playing GTA 6. Give me a new Red Dead or get the fuck out. Yeah, I would be more sad if we were getting Red Dead Redemption 3. And that was gonna be withheld from from PC for like a year or something like that. It's gonna be 30 FPS till PS7. Damn. Well, I got a PS7 here. That's my main driver. My PlayStation 7. My 4080. What?
Legacy behind this game can come out fucking garbage and still sell more than any game out. Period, and it's gonna sell for years. You're gonna go at least a year without it.
Bro, it's so sad that people think this way. Like, I'm looking forward to the most hype video game, and I care more about the hype than about the experience itself. The game could be literally, his argumentation is the game could be literal garbage, but all that matters is that it's the most hyped video game of all time. Like, how fucking sad and pathetic is that? Like, I look forward to a game because I want it to be an amazing experience. Like, I'm hoping that it will be an experience that I will remember for the rest of my life. Not because, oh, well, everyone else is hyped for it. Everyone else is hyped for it. That's more important than the quality of the game itself. Oh, we got a gift from Trunks. Cut that wire. Dive into a world where a bluff and a bomb are separated by only a small wire, tied by a psychopath in chairs with bombs strapped to their chests. Play games, vote for losers, and must cut the wire, risking instant death. Test your skill, outsmart the imposters to be the survivor. Oh shit. That sounds pretty cool, Trunks. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that so much, man. It has been an awesome stream. And you guys have been an awesome audience. Thank you so much for being awesome. B-Man, appreciate you modding, brother. Also appreciate you as well, Philip, for modding. And Lindo in the chat for modding. I think we're going to leave it at here. We're at 27 minutes in. I don't know if you guys want to continue this next week so we can laugh at the absolute dumb fuckery. Apparently we have JTech dumb fuckery too. So there's that. That could be funny. Someone get her gooned by a femboy. Oh my god. Bear or wolf? I prefer wolves, but I'm also a Hershey Bears fan, so there's that. What about GDR? GDR, thank you so much for being here, brother. I appreciate everything and everyone. I appreciate everybody that came here to chill with me today. I appreciate all the super chats, all the gifted memberships, becoming channel members, all that stuff. Thank you guys so much. If you became a channel member today, join the Discord. Go to the channel membership page, click the link, or merge your Discord. We got a raid spec. Yeah, you know what, Silent Joker? That's a good idea, brother. We gonna raid spec today. But guys, if you haven't, do hit the like button. It really does help me out. Yo, Nick, what's up? Remember, women always choose the bear. Oh, Jesus Christ. Only if you're a Hershey Bears fan, my guy. Which I am. But I do prefer wolves, personally. I think they're cooler. Sage, thank you so much. I'm Viz, Trunks, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. Fluffy, thank you so much for hanging out with me, brother. I appreciate you. Console fanboys neglect to realize that the current console hardware is old tech by like 2 gens for PlayStation and Xbox. And Switch hardware are like 2 gens behind as well. Pretty much. That's how it goes, man. Alright, let's see. Let me get this ready. We gotta raid my man Spec. Gotta support the homie. Where is Spec? Where is Spec? There we go. All right, guys, we got one of my homies. He's a good dude. He's a small YouTuber. He's doing his thing. He's been streaming more now, so he's been putting in some work and some effort. So if you guys can go over there, go support the homie, hit the like button for him. Aren't you running late for work? Still all right. Thank you so much, C-Star. Bro, have a good day at work tomorrow. Thank you so much, Lindo, Viz, Tarnished. Man. Go support my homie Spec. Show him some love, guys. I really appreciate you. I'll see you this Thursday, 8 p.m. EST. And if you guys didn't hear the announcement, for Thanksgiving, we will be streaming Friday instead of Thursday. So Twilight Zone to Gaming will be Friday that week. And then for the Game Awards, since the Game Awards is Thursday, we'll be streaming on Thursday, but then Twilight Zone to Gaming will be Friday. You working Graveyard Cast? Always. I always work Graveyard. But guys, I'll catch y'all later. Much love. Peace out. Go support Spec, my guy.